The band Slade, Mama, we're all crazy now, and that's how we start another fine radio show. Good morning, Jimmy. How are you?
I'm good. That has a rather nice sound to it.
You like that one?
I do, yeah.
That's from, I think, 1972. I haven't thought of that song in a real long time, but I was watching Vinyl on HBO. We were just discussing that a few minutes ago as that song was playing, and that song is featured in there, certainly. It's a great show, man, Vinyl.
I want to see it when we were shooting Trainwreck in my not-to-be-seen scene, S-E-E-N-S. We had to stop for a little while outside of Central Park West because Scorsese had a giant light that he was using to light an apartment by Central Park South. Right. And, he takes priority. So everyone shut down and waited for Martin to be done.
Was everyone yelling and screaming until they realized it was Marty?
Yeah. What the fuck? The guy who directed Raging Bull.
All right, you do whatever you want. If you want to light the whole city and keep everyone awake for the next 5 hours, you do so, sir.
Yeah, we'll wait. Whatever you want.
You're Marty. I love when people say, "Oh, me and Marty."
Well, I had to scream in the scene. I'm running down the street and I'm screaming, and I think that was bothering. They requested that we stop because they could hear what we were doing. So we.
So Marty heard your voice.
He heard a noise. he heard the noise, a speck of an insect. It bothered him.
That was your chance. You were this close. Marty hears you screaming and goes, "Man, I need someone to scream in my new HBO show, Vinyl."
I'm gonna actually, if I ever meet him, I'm gonna tell him that. Yeah, I was. Do you remember that day that you had to request? Yeah.
How long would that story take? Before he nods and goes, "Excuse me," and walks away.
No, I don't. But it was crazy. It was a good show. It was a good time, though. It's a good movie. How'd yours turn out? No, you wouldn't.
Anyway, I don't know much about Slade, but I remember that song, and I like that song.
That song was remade by Quiet Riot.
Yes, very good. I do know that.
Yeah.
I do know that.
That's how I know it. I don't know it from Slade.
Yeah, okay. Vinyl is terrific, and one of our good pals is in there.
Yeah, it's a big one for Dice.
Andrew Dice Clay is in Vinyl, and he is so fucking good. He is so good in this damn show.
Dice is a great actor, man.
Yeah.
He really is, yeah. Like, he's unafraid. And that's what you need to be a really good actor, and he's just not afraid. And neither is Jay Moore. That's why Jay's a good actor. These guys just don't give a fuck, and they learn their lines and are not afraid of looking bad, and so they look great.
They're brave enough to just step out and do it.
To be really good, man, you got to be willing to look stupid. Yeah. You have to be willing to embarrass yourself on a really weird level, and these guys are, and that's why it comes out so good.
I loved it. I mean, it was a little long. It was the premiere. It was 2 hours on HBO, but a lot of music in here. It's you get to see New York City in the 70s, and a lot of us just love that look of New York City back in the day when it was all just grimy and dirty.
Cannavale.
A lot of graffiti all over the fucking place. Cannavale is such a great actor, but I mean, I'm not breaking any grounds here by saying that, but this is his fucking show, and I thought he was great in the premiere. And then also, who else is there? Ray Romano's in there. It's about the music business and the record business in the early 70s in New York City. It's terrific. I'm
interesting.
All in.
I'm amazed at what people think to make shows about. Like people come up with such great ideas and creative ideas. Somebody said, the music business is big. What was it like in 1972 or whatever? Like, what is just a smart thing to make a show about?
Crazy. Just the first episode. I'm not giving anything away. I'm better as far as spoilers go. But just in general, how radio stations worked with the record companies and the payola and the plugola and the drugs that they would just hand over to DJs, so they would play their bands and their artists. Unbelievable.
I want to be in that show. I want to be a boy who comes in and gets a big record deal.
Yay! I would love to be a DJ in that damn thing. I missed that whole era. When I started in radio, which was in the, if you count college in the early 80s, it was starting to clean up its act. The plug-all and the play-all wasn't as big,
right?
Although there was still things that you would give the trips and the good concert tickets to your friends. No one was kind of watching you.
Well, it's kind of hard to monitor that. I mean, it's not impossible, but it's hard. Now it's probably easier. You could track everything. But even in the 80s, it was hard.
Yeah, I mean, you got a girl with big tits that likes you, and you two's playing in Ireland. Next thing you know, she's going to Ireland.
Right.
Shit like that happened all the time when I was coming up. And then they really shut it down. I mean, you know, this Plug-Ola is pretty serious business, but I liked it.
Yeah, I want to see it. I really want to see it.
I need you to see it because I want to talk about Dice.
Okay.
You're going to love Dice in this thing.
I'll see it tonight or definitely before the end of the weekend. I'll see it.
Yeah, please. He's our pal. Just being the over-the-top version of the guy we know and love. The touchy-feely and like, no, man, come on, just hang out with me. So, what else is going on? How was yesterday?
It was good. I was watching Brian's song last night.
Oh,
and
okay.
There's so many... It's not great. It's decent, and I cried a lot when I was a kid watching it. Like, I loved it as a kid. Last night, just didn't, you know.
Were you the only one watching it?
No, I mean, Chipper was watching it.
Oh, no.
But here's why I'm mentioning it.
Yeah.
Because there was so many. There was that one, show the one dramatic scene from my own, not Chip's account, my own account. There's... Watching them on the phone was weird.
Right.
Like at the Gail Sayers was calling Brian Piccolo. How you doing, Pick? And I'm just like, it's such a weird thing. Like that's a text you would send now.
Oh yeah.
And no, these are all Chip. Go to Jim Norton.
You know what started taking me out of older movies? Well, you pretty much just said it. When people are on the phone.
Yeah.
Because people do not use their phone for phone calls anymore. It's very rare. You're just texting your ass off all day.
Look at this dramatic moment in Brian's
hold on,
song.
let me,
I can't believe I thought this was a great movie.
Mrs. Piccolo, Patty's my husband wanted her to have the autograph very much. Mrs. Piccolo, Patty's dead.
Is that dramatic?
Is that terrible?
Yes. They felt like that accent.
And she falls back a little bit and he holds her.
That's so stupid.
But watching them talk on the phone was so... but back then, because you weren't texting on the phone all the time, I think people were just more obviously in the moment and you were connected to people better. And
I love how you said that people weren't texting on the phone all the time.
Right.
Like they were doing it at all.
Oh, yeah.
You had to fucking make... God, when we were growing up, how many phone calls a day did we have to make?
A lot.
Just to communicate with people. Now it's like, how great is it when someone calls and you go, I could just write them, you know, quickly back, and that takes care of a 10-minute fucking phone call.
Hi, Sherrod. Just getting to gigs was
Sherrod,
weird.
hey! What's going on, buddy?
If you were late for a gig, you had to get out of the car and go to a payphone.
Yeah.
I remember being late for a gig in Lancaster because of snow, and I had a Mustang like a fucking fruit.
Nice.
And it was icy, and I had rear-wheel drive, so I was going to be late. And I remember getting out and going from gas station to gas station, progressing, using my fucking calling card, and that I can't believe how easy and normal that seemed.
Right.
Now that literally seems like I'd rather write a letter and mail it.
Oh,
tell
God.
them I'm running late.
Oh, my, exactly. Can you imagine if you had to go back to that now?
It's just a very, very slow way of communicating.
But we didn't know any better.
We
So
didn't know, so we thought we was at the cutting edge.
So you're like, all right, I got to find a phone because, like you said, I'm going to be late or blah blah blah, and you just did it. You didn't think twice about it.
Remember how mad you got when you go have to use a payphone and you got there and the fucking cord is not hooked to the phone or the phone didn't work?
It's just
it took all
dirty.
your quarters. It's filthy.
Yeah.
It smells like crotch.
How about every once in a while you ask someone at a store, "Can I use your phone?"
Oh, that's out of the question.
Remember that?
Out of the question.
Well, nowadays certainly, but not. I don't know, 20 years ago.
I know. Remember the guy just recently? Him and his daughter was in a park at night in Brooklyn. And the guys chased him off and raped his daughter.
Oh, right.
And he went to the store to use the phone, and the guy was like this. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Buy some chips.
Was that? Did they call the cops on him though?
No.
No, that
He had
was
to go to a different store.
that was an ugly fucking scene.
But wasn't that guy so drunk that?
The father.
Yeah, the father
Yeah.
was like so drunk they couldn't even understand him in the store. I think.
Yeah, and they ended up releasing those kids too.
Yeah, they ended up releasing
There's
them.
something not right about that story.
Okay, there is something not right. So maybe that girl knew them and was hanging out with them.
That's what some people are thinking. Yeah, and
Yeah,
he didn't seem too concerned once this bodega didn't let him use the phone. He kind of just
And plus, if you got the kind of father who will leave you in a park with a bunch of dudes, you might have the kind of daughter who will fuck those dudes.
That's
with
a good point.
consent.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Where are we at with that?
but I heard the guys pulled a gun and the father, they like. So then he had to leave, and then he's like, "I'll just."
I think
call
that
him.
was the story.
That was the story, but yeah, they let those kids go pretty quick.
Yeah.
No, Travis made air quotes.
Oh, so there's no charges anymore?
No.
Oh, so that whole thing went away.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
I'm getting this update too. I didn't know. Oh, it's nice to know there isn't monsters out there.
All right, cool. So I'm not a creep for jerking off to that story.
Know what sucks about this shit? That story, when it hit, was pretty much the front page of the New York papers.
Yeah.
And then the follow-up, maybe it had the exposure, and maybe I should shut my mouth. But I felt I didn't see the follow-up.
No, they didn't have too much follow-up on it.
It was sort of more buried.
They let those boys go quietly.
Yeah. And then there were 4 phone booths saved on Upper West Side sidewalks.
There's 4 phone booths left in New York City, and they turned them into Wi-Fi hotspots.
Yeah.
They replaced them.
Are there 4 phone booths? That's it?
That's it, huh? We're down to 4.
The full
Who the
phone booth.
fuck uses a phone booth?
Oh, there's the half one.
homeless.
Yeah, there's some
Okay.
half ones.
But Superman would really have a hard time getting dressed in this day and age.
Yes.
Hi-yo.
Hey. I think I was influenced by Donald Trump. I have to say this off the top here, because I didn't get my flu shot this year.
Right.
He laughed at us. The last time we did talk to him on this show, before he started, running for the presidency, and has blown us off, even though we've talked to him many times over the years for all his crappy shit that he had to promote. And now
he blew you right off.
Now he's promoting something real, and he can't call his pals over here. But the last time we talked to him, we were talking about the flu. And he laughed and said, the flu. He's never been sick, he told us, and he doesn't get the flu shot.
He's perfect body.
And I think I was influenced by that, because this is the first fucking winter I did not get the flu shot. And I'm fucking sick.
Now,
You
listen
say you don't
to you.
sound good.
I'm up to day 8.
You sound like a blues singer.
I feel better,
yeah.
but I got at least another 3 or 4 days of this shit.
Blues singer, Muddy Underpants.
Bracket shorts.
What, were you hanging out with me the last 3 days? It was ugly.
Is it 8 days you're sick?
Something like that. It started with my throat, and then the throat went away, and now it's like congestion and an upper chest cold.
The worst.
Upper chest, whatever the fuck. And it's because I didn't get the fucking flu shot. I'm telling you, I believe in the flu shot.
I never get it.
I always do.
You don't get the flu shot?
My nickname is Flu Shot Norton.
That white man
The flu
shit.
shot kid.
Flu Shot. No, the Flu Shot Kid is when I started, but then I became Flu Shot Norton to make it official. Because the Flu Shot Kid sounded too wild and fun, and the girls were responding.
Where do you go get it? Do you go to your doctor, or do you just go to like Dwayne
CVS.
Reed or
CVS. I wouldn't go to my doctor. Fucking no. I go to Doc Holliday. Remember Doc Hollywood. I blew it. I met
Jimmy.
Michael J. Fox.
To
Doc Hollywood.
Doc Hollywood.
I know, Doc Holliday, yuck.
2 weeks ago, I was walking by my CVS. I'm like, why didn't I get my flu shot this year? I'm like, huh. And then I'm debating. I'm like, should I get it? And then I'm like, it's going to take 20 minutes. So I said, fuck it.
Right.
And then sure enough, I think maybe 3-4 days later, this all started.
So you think this is the flu, or is this just a cold?
It has to be now that it body aches, fever, fucking diarrhea.
Damn.
Sore throat to start the whole fucking thing.
Do you guys trust people at like the Dwayne Reed, New York
don't.
City Dwayne Reed
Sure, why not?
shot?
Yeah, they're
I've
like-
never done it that way. I don't know.
The ones who give it to you know what they're doing. I don't know if it's not a nurse, but it's somebody you have to be certified to do that, and
Okay.
they do it right.
It's not like this. So next, you're next.
No, it's
Not
the
that
main.
lady.
It's the main pharmacist that at CVS. She gets annoyed actually because she has so many fucking prescriptions to fill, and then you're there like I need a flu shot. She has to stop everything, walk out to the side where they have it all set up for you.
Okay.
They're not happy when you come in for the flu shot.
I'm sure because she's the only one qualified to do it
Right.
there. Everybody else is probably working at McDonald's the other half of the day.
And she's the one that's filling up all the prescriptions, taking phone calls. So you're taking her out of her game.
Well, that's what you get, Indian lady.
Indian lady.
Oh, I will only a little white lady do it. Call me a racist.
When you're racist.
No, the last time I got one, she was really cute, and we were talking, and she seemed like engaged. And I was like, "Do I have a shot?" But then I'm like, you can't ask for a number while you're getting a flu shot. When the sound of that rubber thing is being, you know that awful rubber sound when it's tied off on your arm, like, you can't be like, "Do you want me to call you? You just took my blood." Not before the results, of course. You know that sound, yeah.
Heroin addicts must love that noise, though.
They must love that.
Yeah.
No, the heroin addicts tie off. They probably don't get that luxury often. They probably tie off.
I don't know.
With something.
I was going to say, I don't know how you do that, but
It's the vomiting. There's a scene in a movie
shit.
called 52 Pickup where Anne Margaret's married to Roy Scheider. Do you know that? And there's the bad guys.
Right.
Roy Scheider's having an affair with Cindy. And they're trying to blackmail him into giving money. So they kidnap his wife, Anne Margaret. And the guy, he's a real seedy creep.
Right.
He fucking shoots her up with heroin. And then as she's vomiting over the side of the motel bed. He takes off his shirt like he's gonna rape her.
Right.
It's really a creepy scene.
What year is this? What year this came out? 70-something?
No, maybe 1986. Okay, 86.
I was gonna say it's definitely an 80s movie. Yeah.
There's a moment where he's
Oh, that's I know this movie.
That's the guy from.
That's Link from the Mod Squad. Clarence Williams III.
Yeah, Mod Squad
Sugar
guy.
Hill.
Oh my
Another classic he was in.
Yes, and Half Baked. So he's got her there, and she's puking over the side because she doesn't want to do heroin. She's kidnapped.
He's a great
like,
actor.
yeah, no, he didn't do it. It was a white guy who did it.
Okay.
He goes, yeah, that's all right. Don't let it ruin your high. And then he takes her shirt off. And then when he gives her back to Roy Scheider at the end, he's like, hey, sport, she's got a lot of miles on her, but she still cooks. Oh, it's so fucking creepy. Oh, he's the best, that guy.
That's a great line.
Yeah, give him back his wife after he raped her. It was really, I love this movie. That's what Clarence Williams III does. That fucking.
He's so good.
That's where he's fucking smothering Vanity with the fucking.
Vanity.
Oh
We always had that scene. Where is it?
Vanity just
She
passed.
just passed away.
She died?
Yeah, she just
2
died
days ago.
Sunday.
2 days ago.
Oh
Something
no!
like that.
What happened?
She passed away. 57 years old.
She had
Vanity.
all sorts of crap going on.
Yeah, she had an intestinal situation, like problems for a while.
Yeah, Vanity is no longer with us. She hung with Prince back in the day.
Yeah.
Back in these days.
Huh?
Back in these days.
Back in these days.
Yeah, in the mid '80s.
She was in Action Jackson too.
She was a big star for a while.
Yes,
Big
she
star.
was. Then she got very religious.
Yes,
still-
she did.
I'll still go up that corpse though.
Oh,
You're
Jesus.
not alone.
I was. Thank you, Jimmy.
You're not
Don't make me
allowed.
feel like an
No, out of respect for what she was.
Well,
I
how
would
about we at
smash
least
that
look
corpse.
at what she looked like at the end of her life before you go down that road?
All right, let's take a recent picture look.
Yeah, let's go
I'm sure
recent
I still
picture
smash
look.
that. I'll get up on that coldness.
Wakey, Doreen. That was when Clarence Williams wants to know if she's been talking to the police and she's kind of half asleep.
Yes.
Not giving him the right answers. Oh, him and that fucking stuffed animal. So good.
There you go, 2014 to the right.
Hold on.
Okay.
She was still very pretty.
She looked all.
Oh, she looked good, man. For that, look at that.
that's
someone else.
That's the what's
else.
going on, broad. What's going on?
Yeah, she still
Anyone?
looked pretty
Nothing?
good.
She looked amazing for 57.
57 and sick.
Yeah,
She looked
lovely.
all right. She looked good. And
Beautiful
2014.
smile.
Oh my God! Look how fine.
Yeah, that's fine right there.
Oh, I didn't hear. Well, 'cause there's another Vanity who I prefer to the one you're talking about.
Did he smother her in this scene?
Yeah, well, she is a
Wait,
killer.
what Vanity are you talking about? And are we talking about an extra part?
Of course.
Well, let's look at the Vanity Jimmy's talking about.
Yeah.
Smelling her with the
She was supposed to be my date at the Porn Awards in 2003, but she was arrested for blowing a man in a men's room on the Vegas Expo floor. She was, as we say,
would arrest
a
a
good egg.
Sorry. Sorry, I should let
Who
you
would
say that.
arrest a girl for doing work like that?
A fucking round of applause was what was called for.
Wait, but it was at the porn convention?
Yeah, but at the
you
AVN,
let that shit go.
the Expo floor was in the Venetian. This is January of 2004.
Yeah.
And
Who is? Let me see her.
Jesus.
Oh,
yeah, she was lovely.
That's not my.
what happened to her?
I want
She's
to.
around.
Okay.
I haven't talked to her in a long time.
Wait, that's a dude?
No, it's Vanity. Of course not. I wouldn't like her if she was a dude. I'm not a homo.
That was.
That's a dude, yeah.
Can I at least say that was born a dude? Is that proper?
She was born a future lady. That's how I look at it. That's how I look at it.
Holy fuck.
Opie, I think the problem with what you said is
Future lady.
starting it with that. That was born. You can't say that.
It's gotta be she. Look at her in Wonder Woman outfit. Look, isn't she a Wonder Woman?
Yes.
Oh, you really make
wonder.
me.
You wonder if she's a woman?
That's what you do in the mirror when you're finished. You really made me Wonder Woman.
That was born a dude?
Oh
You
boy.
can't say that.
I'm going to tell you something.
It?
I watched her on the fucking
Monstrosity?
the floor of the AVN thing, and again, this is so many years ago.
So she sucked somebody off.
And she was going to be your date.
She was, yeah, because the joke was going to be like, I didn't know that she was trans. Like, again, it was,
Yeah.
little,
Yeah.
And I had just met her that weekend, but hanging with her on the floor of the AVN,
Yeah.
what a charismatic fucking person. What a crowd she had around her. She was amazing.
I believe it.
Oh, wow. All
Let's
right.
see some footage. Any footage of her work? I mean,
Man, the lines are being blurred, boys.
Yeah.
where's some footage?
It's funny. I didn't watch a lot of her.
Lines are being a bit blurred.
Oh my
so
God.
blurred.
Yeah,
There we
was-
go.
That's what she was
That's
like.
that's a
That's a young lady. Look at that lovely
right.
young lady.
That's
Wow.
pretty Vanity, the top transsexual
Is that all
porn
surgery?
star at AEE. You see it in the butt a little bit.
Adult Entertainment
You see it in the
Expo.
butt a little bit.
Well, but it's kind of Pete Sampras.
A little bit.
Oh, Vanity had a nice hiney.
Well, she got a nice.
That's like That's all right, whatever.
And she was blowing someone on the floor at the
in the restroom of the floor, not on the floor, but in the restroom. She got arrested, which I thought was pretty funny. She was a wild one.
Because there's cameras everywhere. They see everything in there.
Yeah, I guess the cops saw her walking in. She was so crazy, she didn't care. She probably fucking walked in and made a big scene in the bathroom. And
what is going on to the right of the screen here?
I don't know.
What the hell is going on?
I don't know what that is.
Just two young men having fun, wasn't it?
I love these porn sites where they just feel like you need more. It's like you're looking at the main video and then there's 10 things happening.
I need to be stimulated. I need everything on the screen stimulated.
Do you need that much stimulation?
Yes.
Holy shit.
It's literally impossible for them to make money doing porn with that. These sites, it's like they pop up and they just fucking, you can't make money doing porn anymore.
Not like, because the market is saturated with amateurs. And, all we want to see is titties and ass and getting fucked. We don't care about production.
Vanity legs in this are so sexy.
Yeah.
They're so sexy. Her legs, as she's flailing, as Clarence Williams puts a fucking stuffed animal on her face.
Oh, the wakey scene.
Yeah, wakey.
Yeah.
She's gone, yo.
Yeah, she...
Apollonia's still good, ain't she?
She's good old Apollonia.
Good old Apollonia, baby.
Did you guys talk about the Grammys yesterday?
I forgot they happened. I know Lady Gaga sang, and congratulations to Louis, and the Grammys are bookended at the end. No, I didn't even think of him.
I liked the Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar?
I liked his performance.
It was great.
I think that was all about hating Whitey, but I'm not sure.
It wasn't about hating Whitey.
But it was still very enjoyable.
Blackie. You know what happened? It was funny.
Very enjoyable to watch as a performance, but I'm like, I don't know if this one's for me.
Everybody came out and attacked Beyonce for being political, but ain't nobody saying shit about Kendrick Lamar. Meanwhile, he dug up Martin Luther King to be on that fucking stage. He had everybody. That was political, and that was a statement.
They came out in chains, and wow, the performance was... Did you watch the Grammys, Jimmy?
It was great.
No, but I like the way this looks.
What was he singing about?
Kendrick is talking about, just life and strife and...
The injustices in America?
Not all the injustices, though, but
I'm African, I'm black as the moon. Heritage of a small British, part of my residence. Came from the bottom of mankind. My hair
I liked it.
Loved it.
I don't know why I liked it, but I liked it.
The Grammys made up for last time.
Macklemore's better.
He got nominated for 7 Grammys before I won 0.
The Grammys were Are you allowed to say the Grammys were very black?
No.
The start of the Grammys there was a lot.
The start? It was Taylor Swift started it off.
Oh, that's a good point. After that,
you mean that Puerto Rican girl Taylor Swift? Yeah, they darkened it up.
Taylor Swift.
There was a lot of
so good yesterday.
Yes,
I'm not a.
You don't like her?
No,
she
I
ain't got
never
that thing
have.
for you.
She's a goddess.
I think Jimmy likes him tall though. That's always been Jimmy's type.
Something too goofy about. She's a goof.
She has no fucking curves or something.
Like sexuality is not
stunning.
She needs to show her fucking belly button. Start there.
Oh, she's stunning.
Start with that mom cut.
Look
at
that fucking
haircut. It's a little kind of mommy
pretty
to me.
face. Oh, she's awesome.
I don't see it. I mean, she's a good-looking girl. Yes, you have to say that. But as a sexual being, I don't. Are you with me?
She got the sex appeal of Punky Brewster.
She's stunning.
I know Jimmy really likes her. I've never seen it, man.
No, I don't see it.
Oh my God, is she a superstar?
I mean, I've
Look
seen
at
her
her
a couple times.
She's
She
so
looks
phenomenal.
sexy.
But she's dorky or
She's
something.
such a dork.
I don't know what it is, but
but why is that unattractive?
She keeps that part of her personality. Like she doesn't overly use her sex appeal.
Right.
She just kind of goes with the because she wants girls to relate to her, and that's who she is, I guess. She's fucking beautiful. Look at her.
She's got a beautiful face, but the body is like there's a lot of points on that body. It's pointy.
Oh, she's wonderful. Holding an award, thinking of me. And I want to thank Jim, my inspiration. You know, a lot of you think that he's kind of a mushy-bellied failure, but to me, he's inspired more songs.
Mushy-bellied.
I love her.
I know. I've never been like...
There's something goofy
I saw this clip where she was standing in front of. I called the police. Help! Be careful! Oh,
Selena Gomez.
she's cute.
Oh my God.
She's got the sex appeal of Cheryl Miller.
Who?
The basketball player?
Yeah,
Cheryl Miller?
I know who Cheryl Miller is.
Very
good.
It's like that. It's like she's a girl. You should like what she's doing.
What's going on with the Millers?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Cheryl's very manly, and then
Yeah, she has a girlfriend,
and then Reggie's
right?
very.
Oh,
What's going on with those two?
You think Reggie's
I don't. I mean, whatever.
Cricket? Yes, he looks like a cricket.
he's diving into the boy pool?
But Cheryl
wait a
Miller's
minute.
more manly than Reggie.
Yeah, and a lot of
Always
cases.
has been.
Yeah.
She's a woman, though.
She was an
yeah,
excellent
she was.
basketball player, and she was a good.
But she had like the green eyes, and she was light, fair skinned, but she was never sexually attractive to me.
And that's Reggie's wife?
And that's how
No,
I see-
sister.
Oh.
They were both excelled in basketball.
Okay. See,
Reggie for the Pacers, obviously, and Cheryl Miller played for USC. And then
She was a star.
did she play in the NBA
basketball player.
or did
She
the NBA?
played in the Olympics.
The Olympics,
for the
but I think the NBA was sort of
It's the first
started
time
after her time
They started considering, the WNBA, started after her time, kind of, yeah.
because she would have been a star in the WNBA, and then she did a lot of TNT shit.
Remember the NBA was really considering letting a woman play in the,
Yes,
and that was her.
Yeah.
Back in the
Oh,
80s.
after the Globetrotters.
And yeah.
Why don't they let women play in the NBA? I know it's a
they
physical
get
sport.
their ass kicked.
But there might be a couple that could do it, but you'd have to play with all the rules.
An elbow from a big 6'9" dude
That's
to the
true.
face.
Why is chess? Okay, maybe basketball I understand, but why the fuck is chess a woman's and a man's championship? Chess
weird.
should be. That's I think men don't want to lose to a woman.
Oh, they separate it.
There's
I
a
didn't
men's
know
and a
that.
woman's
In
champion.
chess, that is weird.
That's crazy.
I mean, I guess
is weird.
eventually there'll be a woman in the NBA, I would assume, eventually. But they play with a smaller ball, too, so that would be a huge adjustment.
They
No,
just
maybe
gotta-
physically they're just not. You can't compete with this.
They're
You're right,
getting there,
6'9"
though.
dude.
They're starting to
6'1"
dunk and
Shaq.
shit.
Yeah.
You see Shaq run through a little girl. I'm just saying like a point guard.
Yeah, I had a
woman.
Shaq attack once.
Did you see the Charles Barkley? I haven't been here in a while, so
What?
I got to catch up. The Charles Barkley bet with Shaq?
No.
He bet Shaq, he goes, Shaq, I bet you can't dunk anymore. And I'm sitting there like, Shaq's 7'2". I
Yeah, he
think.
reached down to
Of
dunk.
course he could still dunk.
And what happened?
Yeah, he could barely dunk.
He could barely dunk?
No, I mean, it was all right. No, he got up and then he pulled himself up. You didn't see this?
No.
He got up, but
This is at the All-Star
but
game?
I thought it was a stupid bet because of course Shaq could still dunk. He's too tall not to. But he didn't get off the ground that much.
Oh, that was
hung
pretty
on the
good.
rim.
though.
Look, he only got off the ground maybe 8 inches.
Oh, he could still get up there pretty easy.
What size skates, Charles? 17.
And then what? The bet was now Barkley had a skate. I didn't see that
He has
part.
to
of
ice
it.
skate.
Did he do that already?
No.
Barkley rules.
He is
not,
the best.
Not saying anything that people don't already know.
I
Charles
got hammered
Barkley.
with that son of a bitch at a club in New York.
Really?
Hammered.
Is he cool?
Yeah, it's cool as shit. I call him the governor all night because that's back when he was talking about running for governor of Alabama.
We can't get him on the show. I don't think we've ever had him. We might have had a phone call from him back in the day, I think.
I'll talk to him.
A quick, 5-minute phone call, but we've never really had him on.
That motherfucker
besides
drank
that.
me under the table, boy. And I was drinking Patron and shit, and then he just had vodka and orange juice.
Jesus.
And when I mixed those two,
Forget it.
oh, man.
Yeah. So Jimmy likes the Taylor Swift. A lot of people like Taylor
I
Swift.
love her.
I just sexually, I don't see it.
She's a delight.
appeal.
in every
She's
sense
beautiful in
of
the
way.
face, but. And what else? You know what? This is going to sound bad, but I have to say it. Justin Bieber's performance. See you guys in.
You loved it?
You saw the Grammys?
Yeah, I watched the
Okay,
Grammys. I
Jimmy
didn't see all of it, but I saw a lot.
I
most
like
of it.
Justin Bieber's version of that song with who did he do it with? Skritty? How do you say that? Skrillex or whatever.
Did
Skrillex.
you hear about him being blackmailed by TMZ?
No.
That's a big story. New Yorker did a big paper, and I have to say it's alleged, but they did a big paper, and they said that Bieber was blackmailed by them because they had tape. His laptop got stolen,
Right.
and he had that racist song he did or something as a joke on his laptop.
Right.
And some woman sold it for like $80 grand. TMZ bought it, went to his manager, and they said the manager was crying when he heard it. Probably thinking it would ruin Justin
Who
Bieber.
the manager? What's his name?
I don't know.
Skippy?
And again, this is
Scooter
all
Braun?
Scooter.
Yeah, this is all.
So how do we know this
hearsay.
much? How do we know this much about the story?
The New Yorker did like they went. The New
They
Yorker
talked
went
to a
after
lot
them.
of former photographers and workers for TMZ.
Yeah.
It's about how they got the Ray Rice videotape and
They paid
all that.
100 grand. But I don't mind TMZ doing that. That to
Who
me
sold the Ray Rice thing? Somebody from the hotel?
some security guard probably fucking videoed it or something.
Oh yeah, they videoed off a screen. I think that's the version we really
The
saw.
Rebel was closing. You know, the
like,
security they had 2 weeks left to work.
Yeah, they're like, fuck this place. We're out of a job in 2 weeks, and I could get this Ray Rice video out. Of course you're gonna sell
you know,
that.
there's a Billy Idol song about that at casino. Revel, right? No, wrong. Go ahead, Trav. Revel.
Close enough.
Ah, shit. Let me pop lock while you boys talk.
Wow.
TMZ paid $80,000 for a Justin Bieber video they never ran.
Yeah, but they got a lot of exclusive photos and all. They got a lot of shit out of him for that, like as far as pictures and like things with him and Selena Gomez, and they got what they wanted.
The video depicted Bieber singing "One Less
Dirty.
Lonely Girl," but inserting the N-word into it. Are we surprised by this? People just do shit.
Oh, yeah, I've already known that story.
It was a
Yeah,
goof.
I know, but he's just fucking around.
Yeah. But, you know, they don't want it to, you know, people will take it one way.
No, I understand how this always plays out,
You
but
don't
we
want-
also have been around long enough where you're hanging with your friends and you say
you
stupid and outrageous things, not thinking that it's going anywhere else.
The last thing Justin people need is fucking him saying the N-word on some video in the middle of Black Lives Matter fucking rally
No,
time.
I agree. I mean, people would absolutely take it the wrong way.
Yeah.
Take it the wrong
Especially
fucking
laughing
way.
and singing it. I mean,
I couldn't wait to take it the wrong way.
but I couldn't wait to buy a CD after. Like, what do you mean this isn't the right song? You changed the word to girl?
That Bieber's performance at the Grammys was, I fucking gotta say, I liked it.
You like that? Bieber's a good performer, man. People take that away from him because he's, you know, he does dumb shit.
What I didn't
I'm
like.
tapping out right now, by the way. You guys get
No, we're done. I was actually segueing into something that I did want to talk about.
Wait, did he sing or did he lip sync?
No, everybody sings there, right?
It seems like they were singing.
At the Grammys?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't lip sync there.
LL made
Grammys,
a
yeah,
point
you
to
sing
mention that to her
Good,
early
you
on in the night.
Yeah. And
Let's
then,
sing.
because Adele's performance was a little strange.
They fucked the mics up.
Yeah, the mic was fucked up. I thought her voice kind of cracked or was a little weird at a couple points in that song, too.
She didn't sound as fat as she used to. That's what I didn't like.
She didn't win a Grammy, though, huh?
How do you not? Was Hello?
It didn't win?
She wasn't nominated.
That's
why
all.
wasn't she?
That's all next year.
Yeah, that's next year. So.
Oh, I was wondering how she went
but
home
that-
empty-handed.
But that Hello song's been out a while now. How's
Yeah,
it?
how'd the bitch go home empty-handed?
November. I think it came out in November.
The Grammy period, like release periods, are really weird. I mean, Bruno Mars won a ton of stuff for Uptown Funk, and that feels like it was out a year and a half ago.
Oh, God, that's a
I heard that
whole
song
song
so
by
much.
now. Yeah, okay.
I love the fact that Kanye's fucking taking it in the. I mean, I don't like to see anybody's stuff stolen, even a guy like that.
What's
but he's-
stolen?
Oh my God, his album's been illegally downloaded 500,000 times because at the end he only released it on Tidal, and he was begging his fans, "Hey, join Tidal," and people just fucking stole it. Even I shouldn't say I'm not happy to see people fucking ripping the guy off. Like I don't think you should steal people's shit.
Right.
But he's just not a likable guy.
500,000.
That's a lot. Yeah, they said 10 million it cost him.
That's $10 million.
Maybe it's even more since then.
Is he really bankrupt? He owes
No.
57
No, I
million?
doubt it,
What was
no.
that about?
53.
That's how much he has spent in his corporations
For
Yeah,
what?
he's probably
for his
got-
fashion
It's worth
line.
about
and all
$100
that.
million. A little
Yeah, he's
bit
got
over
a lot of
100 million.
His clothes stink.
Awful.
Thank you, Sherrod.
Wear that fucking slave gear.
Let me see it.
'Cause I'm a.
That Kunta Kinte you fucking wear?
You don't like Yeezy's stuff?
No.
Look, when I say his stuff stinks, it's coming from a guy that still takes a peek at the Gap every once in a while. I'll take a peek in there.
If I want to dress like a fucking homeless Crispix addict.
So I'm glad it's coming from you. You know a little bit more than I still walk into the Gap to see if I can get a fucking soft pair of jeans or T-shirts. So,
That's
so do
awful.
I.
His clothes are awful.
yeah,
That's what he's fucking selling?
Come on, Jimmy. Let's get you in
That
some of
I
that
like.
stuff.
well, that I like.
That I like. She's wearing high boots, something with panties. It looks like a body
It's a
stocking.
leotard.
Yeah, leotard.
Yeah, but the problem is most girls can't pull off that look.
Doesn't matter.
not
She
at all.
can.
That's
She
a hot
can.
look, though.
That's awful.
Stupid.
Yeah, that looks like a Russian soldier put a jacket on a girl outside of Dachau. Wow. And it's fucking.
It's a giant.
It's just a flight jacket.
It's a giant black square jacket. It's very
Okay, that's
square.
a nice jacket. I like the jacket.
The jackets
Jacket's
are nice.
fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Ew.
There's a space lady with a fucking Kevlar
That's a
thing.
space lady.
Oh, there's a black lady from space rescuing a hostage on Jupiter. The fuck is that?
What? That's rags.
That's a really outfit. That he thinks that looks good.
That looks stupid.
Sweatpants.
The
That looks
pant-
like shit.
I like the sweatpants, to be honest, but the top is
That looks
a whole
like
bunch of holes
shit.
and shit.
The top's like a military sweater with the.
The sweatpants I would wear.
I don't like the sleeves being too long. That's like me. It's like little boy wear.
Yeah.
It's like fucking
That's
Yeezy
dumb.
stinks.
Keep going.
leftovers from the movie Divergence.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, look,
exactly
look.
right.
Fucking people from Escape from New York. Where's Brain going? Yeezy stuff fucking stinks. His clothes stink.
You don't like season 3?
It's just a sweater with holes in it.
You don't like Yeezy season 3?
Is that what this shit is?
Yeah, season 3.
This stuff stinks. This Walking Dead stuff?
Where did he find all these white?
Wow, look at that, though. You
Wow.
can't because it's radio.
Yeezy,
Sorry.
the moths got me. These
It's
fucking...
stockings.
Ew, she's got a pad in that last shot.
These are terrible. These are like legitimately terrible.
Did you see
What
the
is that, a
list
pad?
of what these models were supposed to try to convey at the Garden?
Oh,
last
yeah.
week?
No.
Oh, that's-
What were they
It
trying to
was-
convey?
It was a list of like 20 or 30 things, like don't do this, don't do that, do this, do
Oh,
that.
right.
But like,
Oh yeah.
many of them like contradicted each other. Like it was just, I don't know how you were able to do that. If Eric can find it.
He's a really good musician,
find
but
it.
just a boob everywhere else. Just be a great musician.
His shoes sell. That's it.
I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm sure they're terrific, but his music is good. The rest of him stinks.
I've never,
Stop trying to sell fucking shirts with holes in them.
I've never understood the Kanye,
Oh, he's awful.
the music.
You
or
don't like the
anything.
music?
No, Diamonds-
I don't know.
Diamonds Are Forever is fucking
Yeah, that's cool.
phenomenal.
He
I
got a
like
lot
that
of good
song.
music. A lot of good music.
Give me one you really like.
I like all of them. I like the College Dropout, the whole album.
Give me one song you really like.
Wait, what's the
Gold
other one?
Diggers,
Gold
that
Diggers
one,
is
I mean,
good.
that's the one I know though.
Flashing Lights,
Give me one that I wouldn't know that you really like. Flashing Lights, possibly.
Kick Him in the Face. It's a remix.
Really?
No,
I wouldn't be surprised.
you really believe that?
I only know a couple Kanye songs, but the ones I've heard, I liked very much.
Listen, he got hits.
What do you think of
Hits. Niggas in Paris. Come on, he got hits.
I guess maybe
Say the
I'll,
that a
title of that
song?
song, though.
maybe
Is
I'll
that
do
a song?
Just say the title and I'll explain it to you.
Snickers in Paris? No, that's what you say when you buy your tickets and you're like, Snickers in Paris? Am I going? I have that one I don't know.
I don't know much of
Yeah, that's
Kanye
for Jay
stuff.
Z. Yeah, it's good stuff. Man.
Yeah.
I mentioned Bieber, which was leading to Lady Gaga.
Oh,
I thought that fucking thing was awful. I love Bowie.
wait, what? The Gaga the cover of Bowie stuff with the whole screen and all that. Yeah, his son
No.
came out and said something cryptic about the performance.
Bowie's son?
Yeah.
Bowie's son did not like it.
Yeah,
What did he say?
I thought it.
yeah, he tweeted out some stuff.
Did he?
He's like, what's that word when you're... He was just writing a definition of Gaga on his Twitter. You can pull it up. It's out there.
That seems like a little fucking like a graceless cunty thing for his son to do.
Yeah, because
like she's tributing him, and even if it's not what you wanted,
Right.
she's given David Bowie a tremendous amount of credit for influencing her. She's always shown David Bowie a lot of love.
Yeah.
It's like if you're a comedian dies and someone else is up there bombing, trying to tribute him or whatever.
Right.
Don't be a dick about it.
But it's kind of weird. This your pop's dead and somebody else is fucking... Who don't even know him, really.
I
Fucking,
didn't like
to give him a send-off.
I felt like I didn't think she pulled it off. I tweeted that it looked like an SNL skit.
Really?
It had kind of an SNL skit feel to it. Is
Can
this
we
a
see
tweet?
something? Where is it? Oh, that's the tweet?
Overexcited or irrational, typically
That's it.
as a result of infatuation or excessive enthusiasm. Mentally confused. Damn it! What is that word?
That's
Now
the
was he
definition of Gaga.
shitting on
That's
her, or was he
Gaga.
joking or saying? Yeah, it's a little.
It's cryptic.
It is cryptic. You're right.
Jones tweeted what appears to be a dictionary definition of gaga, which includes a description overexcited or irrational, and typically as a result of infatuation.
Yeah.
Maybe he liked it and he was just doing the actual dictionary definition. Who knows?
She definitely was influenced by David Bowie, obviously.
Everybody
and
was.
and that's why they picked her. I thought the performance started pretty cool with that close up of her face and the makeup and all just changing, but the actual performance when they went to her on stage, I didn't like.
Can I tell you
I just
something?
didn't like it, man.
I liked it. I like Lady Gaga, and I'm attracted to her, and I'd like her to mush her clit in my face aggressively.
Oh, yeah.
But I was watching a live version of Major Tom, and I'm not a huge David Bowie fan, from 1971 or 73, from fucking Midnight Special,
Right.
when he's got the red hair. He looks better than she does there.
I believe it. He was
Holy
a
shit,
gorgeous
he was a
man.
juicy young fella.
Yes, he was.
But he was awesome. Like it was just him and some other dude playing the guitars. It was such a good version.
Let's play it into break.
Yeah, it was really good.
The live
How
version.
do we find it?
Just go Midnight Special, David Bowie, Major Tom, Jim Norton. Watched too much?
You went past it.
I just didn't like it.
My problem with this was that if we didn't know who Lady Gaga was and you just saw somebody doing this performance, you'd probably make fun of it.
Right.
I think it was horrible.
Maybe not great, but
It
at
was-
least her heart's in the right place.
Oh no, absolutely.
But I think the mistake all these people always make, they try to get someone to recreate something to pay tribute instead of just showing that
Footage,
artist at their best.
Yeah.
Well, how about writing a song? David Bowie, I like you. I like you. I like you. David Bowie, I like you. I sure wish you were alive. Why not? David Bowie, one more time. No one's clapping along. David Bowie, I like you. I like you. I like you. David Bowie, I like you.
Beautiful.
I wish you didn't die.
Nice.
Take it to the bridge.
Yeah. I liked the other performance I really enjoyed was the Gary Clark Jr.
Gary Clark Jr.
Blues
Jr.
guy. Holy fuck, was that good?
Yeah.
That I really enjoyed. I just didn't.
I don't like blues. Black people stole that from rock and roll.
So I liked Kendrick Lamar, Justin Bieber, and I fucking liked Gary Clark Jr.
What about Hamilton?
Thank you, Travis. I almost forgot. That thing was ridiculous.
Oh, the Hamilton is off the chain. The first of all, you can't even get tickets to 2017.
It's up to 2017 now?
Yeah.
That song they played was ridiculously good.
That play?
Yeah,
Did you
Hamilton
see this?
is fucking dope.
No.
Every time I see a clip from it, it's fucking. I'm like, I gotta see this fucking play.
Son of a whore and a Scotsman dropped in the middle of a forgotten spot in the Caribbean by Providence, impoverished and squalor. Grow up to be a hero and a scholar.
This is the opening part.
$10 founded father without a father. Got a lot farther by working a lot harder, by being a lot smarter, by being.
Not loving it so far.
Really?
Come on,
No.
They placed him in
Come on,
charge
Jimmy.
of a trading charter.
And every day while slaves were being slaughtered and carted away across the waves, he struggled and kept his guard up. Inside he was longing for something to be a part of. The brother was ready to beg, steal, borrow, or barter.
Then a hurricane came and devastation reigned. Our man saw his future dripping down the drain. Put a pencil to his temple, connected it to his brain, and he wrote his first refrain, a testament to his pain. Well, the word got around, they said this kid is insane, man. Took up a collection just to send him to the mainland. Get your education, don't forget.
No, Jimmy?
No, now it's a little. It's turning more into a song. I just didn't like the beginning.
I love the beginning.
What's your name, man? Alexander Hamilton.
Who is Alexander Hamilton? What am I missing?
He's the guy that wrote the whole fucking thing, right?
Yeah, that's the guy who wrote the guy who's playing Alexander
That's
Hamilton.
Manuel
Yeah.
Miranda.
Yeah, I gotta see this Hamilton.
Gotta see it.
It's about Alexander Hamilton.
Yeah, it's about American history.
I'm gonna try to pull some strings and go see Hamilton.
Who's Alexander? Who's playing him?
Lin-Manuel.
Oh,
Lin-Manuel. That's the guy who wrote the whole thing.
Oh, okay. I was wondering why you got such a big applause.
Because he's the main character.
He's the main character.
I didn't know that.
He's like the hottest guy on Broadway.
Easily.
That's not my thing, brother. I still like Book of Mormon.
Jimmy.
No, I don't know. I would go. I was talking to somebody yesterday who wanted to see Wicked. I'm like, yeah, I would see Wicked.
Wicked's good.
Yeah, I don't care.
Did I see Wicked? I know. I'm just
saw a
asking.
lot of
I'm
shit.
asking out loud. I think I saw it.
I saw American Idiot, fucking Promises, nigga. Fucking The Rock of Ages.
I saw that Phantom of the Opera finally.
Phantom?
Oh, Christ. Fuck. Stupid.
Go see Cats. Cats is coming back.
I would go see Cats.
If I want to see
Oh, man, I ate that recently. Phenomenal.
If I want to see
Different
a dude
spelling.
in a mass stack of bitches.
Different spelling. Someone wants to talk about Taylor Swift's sex appeal.
Cool.
Okay.
Elise, it looks like.
Yeah, that is correct.
How
Hi,
come you
Elise.
didn't buy? Go ahead, babe. Just kipping.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Volume here. Fixing the volume.
Trust me, it's tough to work off Chip. So
Yeah, you just gotta
that was
plow
a
ahead.
perfect reaction.
Sorry, couldn't hear you.
Whatevs.
Go ahead, Elise.
No, I totally get that. I've been thinking that for a while. I'm like, Taylor Swift, I don't get it. Like, guys love her. I'm sure a lot of girls love her. I personally do not. She reminds me of a kid.
She's
like Sherrod was saying, the affection of Punky Brewster.
Yeah.
She's a child.
she has a nice personality and a beautiful face, but
Something missing.
Nah. Pubic hair.
Something's missing.
Jesus.
And I don't know what it is.
All right, Elise.
To
Thank
fix
you.
it.
Thanks.
Let me say hi to Tom on Long Island. Tom, go ahead.
Hey, what's going on, boys?
What's up, man?
Oh, you're talking about Lady Gaga sucking. I don't think she was that bad, but who really sucked was Alice Cooper, Johnny Depp, and Joe Perry. Did you see that?
I can only imagine. I didn't see that, but I can imagine that train wreck.
Vampires.
Hollywood vampires.
Hollywood vampires are taking themselves very seriously. They're announcing a tour that's going to start in May.
What are they called?
Hollywood vampires.
Hollywood vampires. Johnny Depp kept looking at Joe Perry like, am I doing it right?
Well, let me hear. They saluted Lemmy. I like where this
Well, they
is
did
coming
Ace of
from.
Spades. That was pretty cool. You didn't like when they did Ace of Spades?
I liked it, but the sound was shitty. It didn't sound...
Ace of Base, I prefer.
And you got Duff McKagan there, and then you got Fat Johnny Depp showing that he can play guitar.
Johnny Depp was like he was dressed up for a party.
You got chubby Johnny Depp.
Chubby? Was he chubby?
Looking like a paper
I
boy
can't
in
see
that
because they
hat.
left the ad up. There we
He's
go.
a fat pirate?
I've just never liked Alice Cooper.
You never liked him?
Nope.
Never.
Never. Couple catchy songs, yes, but I never liked them.
Yeah.
All right, boys, that's it. Get these out.
Oh, there's a lot of smoke on the stage. It's all heavy metal.
But supposedly everyone knows that Johnny Depp could play.
Right.
But
they play at the Viper Room in L.A.?
Supposedly everyone's like, no, that he's very respected. He knows what he's doing with the guitar.
Yeah, he was in that great Johnny Cash video for God's Gonna Cut You Down. Whether he's dead, but they have all these celebrities appearing. Kanye appears in it, actually. Jay-Z appears in it.
Oh, really?
Chris Rock appears in it.
Never heard of him.
Brian Wilson makes a cameo. They're all in for half a second.
Yeah.
It's a really weird one, but Johnny Depp is playing, I think, the guitar.
Oh, wow.
Up in like a balcony or something.
He's from Nashville, ain't he? He grew up around the shit. Johnny Depp.
I don't think they needed him for this, though. A lot of guitar players.
He's in the band.
No, I know. I'm just saying you can play.
And Joe Perry's really excited. He's hoping he could have some success without
Whenever you
Steven
see
Tyler.
old dudes
No one's
excited for
enjoying it
something,
at the Grammys.
you're embarrassed for them.
No one's enjoying it.
Well, this song was definitely better than the first one they played. At least you.
They did two?
Yes.
I saw him on a red carpet before they went in.
There was
It looked kind of daddish.
I don't know.
I wasn't feeling it.
I'm sure it's great.
I wasn't feeling the Hollywood vampires. I'm sure they'll be in here promoting too. They
really?
Probably. Eric in Colorado, go ahead.
Morning, boys.
Hey.
Ronnie B yesterday, he said that Lady Gaga's tribute to Bowie should look more like, or he wishes it would have been Bowie doing a tribute to Lady Gaga after she was dead.
Oh, man.
But and I am all in with Jimmy on Taylor. I am.
Yeah.
I think she is extremely good looking. And I thought her trashing of Kanye, and apparently there's more behind the scenes to that, I think is kind of interesting also.
That was the I don't really think that was a trashing. That was more like, leave me alone.
Sure, Kanye goes after her in one of his songs,
right?
And I guess she's fighting back, and there may be some legal action, they said.
Oh, wow.
Who's going to come out on top on that one?
That's a bony elbow, though, man. There's a lot of fucking...
I would bang Gaga before Taylor Swift.
Absolutely, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, because Gaga got more sex appeal to her. She might not be a better-looking girl
in the face, but
she's definitely more fuckable.
Yeah.
Than who?
The
Lady
girl
Gaga,
Taylor.
yeah, she's got that. I heard there's stories where she used to work in the Lower East Side, tinkling in the sink.
Yeah,
like just a fucking good egg.
I like that.
Yeah,
Nice.
you and me both.
She did a private show, like a internet-only show on the Ed Sullivan Theater stage, half-hour thing, and it was hard to get tickets and all that stuff. I got you tickets for one of those, Jimmy,
For
through
Kiss.
That's right.
She did, third row.
Yeah.
Really?
I was a fanboy.
Yeah.
Clapping a lot.
That's pretty cool.
We had
Yay! All my favorite hits. I kept saying that. Like, that's the wrong tone here.
We had people waiting for Jimmy outside to escort him in, make sure he had a good seat.
They were very nice.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
I was clapping a lot. All my favorite hits. They're like, stop saying that.
I guess you forgot about me when you two did the same thing.
No one got in for that. Nobody got in for that.
I could have, and I turned it down. I'm not getting busy. I want to go see Kiss. All my favorite hits. All my favorite hits.
But when she did it, a lot of staffers were able to put their kids in the audience.
Yay.
So all the staffers' kids were there. It was like 8 o'clock at night, and they were really happy to. Oh my God, it's Taylor Swift, and you're so close to her, closer than you'll ever be in your life.
Sure.
And then a lot of the kids wanted to go meet her after the show, and she wouldn't meet anyone's kids.
Fuck those little privileged kids.
Yeah, none of privileged
fucking
kids.
assholes.
Why wouldn't
yeah.
she?
She didn't want to meet
private
anybody.
show with Gaga.
Maybe
Yeah,
she
that's
was sick.
privileged
That's
kids.
privileged kids.
It was-
Fuck them. Good. I'm glad they got
Privileged
disappointed.
kids.
I'm sure some kids better.
Good.
I like
Were
that.
your kids in there too?
My kids were in the audience.
Good.
I
They
worked
can't get to
there.
meet her. Good.
Privileged kids.
I worked
Privileged
there.
ass kids.
I like Sherrod's angle on this.
I worked there.
I
I
felt
can
bad
put
at
my
first,
kids-
but I'm like, oh yeah, wait a minute.
privileged.
A lot of privileged kids.
It wasn't like inner city kids, some wayward kids they bust in.
Where they're going to be the only highlight of their lives.
All these parents making fucking $300,000 a year. Good. Your kids got disappointed. I'm good to hear it.
Hey,
Privileged kids.
I had a rough and late show. I had my own
I've
stuff.
heard the stories, yeah.
No, but so my kids, can I meet her? And I was like, let me try, and she wouldn't meet anybody.
Well,
I
you talked
met
to her
her.
people?
Yeah, everybody tried.
I met her 2 years ago at the New Year's Eve thing in Times Square.
Is she cool?
She's cool. She's cool. She had
she
like
seems
no
all
clothes
right.
on. It was freezing. She was about to perform. And we were talking right backstage.
Next time I'm going to go to you to introduce my kids to her.
Definitely.
I'd like to meet her. I'd like to shake her hand. Yeah, I'm a big fan. I'm like, you wouldn't think it by looking at me, but I'm a big fan. Sometimes I'll Google mean and I'll watch different live versions. I mean, odd, right?
Oh yeah, well, she is so weird though. But yeah,
What
I
size
like
shoes
Taylor
do you
Swift. Though.
wear?
I like her.
Do you like your feet kissed? I'm just saying in general. As a rule, do you like your little tootsies kissed?
There's no like softness or curves or there's something missing there.
I would like literally lay on the
There's
floor while she
something
sat on the
missing.
sofa and put her feet in my face. Sorry,
Yeah.
they're stinky, and she'd hear. That's all she'd hear.
That's all you-
Sniffing them.
Just sniffing her little feet.
Yes, thank you.
Jimmy likes them tall though.
She don't have the sex appeal. It's just a
Some
sex
girls.
appeal. Maybe she'll grow into it later.
Well, how old is she?
25. Maybe?
She's got to be. Yeah, she's been around a while now.
25.
She's sort of done growing,
25.
isn't she?
Yeah,
I think that's it.
But your sexiness, some people get their sexiness late.
a little later on.
Somebody just don't have it early.
I didn't bloom until 48.
But now look at you. You're an Adonis.
I'm not 48 yet.
I was doing the math in my head. I'm like, wait a minute. Scott in Virginia, go ahead.
Hey, good morning, boys.
Good morning.
Hey, did y'all see Jackson Brown messing up the lyrics to the Eagles tribute?
Take it easy. Did he mess up the lyrics?
No, I'm not a fan of him. He's boring.
Well, I saw the future of the Eagles. Jackson Brown has nothing going on. Oh, you saw this too, right, Eric?
Yeah,
the match?
he
I'm like,
fits
this
in
was
perfectly.
This was a tryout. Like, wait, let's do a little tribute to Glenn Frey and see if people will accept
it.
our new lead singer, Jackson Brown.
Yeah.
That's what I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because what does Jackson Brown have going on? And
It's
the
gonna be
Eagles,
tour.
that Eagles money is still a lot.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot more money to take off the table.
They still tore it up and pack it in.
I didn't realize that he fucked up the lyrics there, Scott.
Hey, one more thing. The guy from The Wire, Barksdale, died in prison. Did y'all see that?
What's that?
Barksdale, the true character.
Oh, the
of
original-
The Wire.
Oh, no, I did not know that.
He died in prison?
Yeah, he's down in Butler, North Carolina.
Oh,
Mayoff.
I thought the guy who played Barksdale was out.
Wow, there you go.
Oh, no, one of the guys.
Oh, that's him.
One of the original gangsters who was about The Wire was based on, like, one of those guys played the preacher. The guy who was the preacher in The Wire
Oh, on the show. Yeah.
was actually a drug dealer many years ago. That guy's alive, right?
I think so.
Not sure.
I'm learning that these guys were based on real people.
Yeah. The real Omar? I
knew there-
in the series?
Yeah, I knew there was a few, but wait, this is really breaking news.
He was
Go
only
to the-
54.
All right, later, boys.
Wow.
Thanks, Scott. Go to the headlines.
That's 84 for a black
Former
dude,
Baltimore gangster and The Wire inspiration dies in jail. He was only 54. Where did he die of?
What's his name?
Natural causes.
Yeah. See,
Oh,
a
his
black
name
man.
is
Bodie
Nathan Barksdale.
That's
Oh.
a black death.
How cool is that, though? Fucking
54 natural causes.
That should worry you, Sherrod.
It does. That's why I ride that
Okay,
bike.
Jesus Christ.
You see me out there riding that bike, man?
Well, how about you? You know, there might be more stress in jail too, and your diet's probably not good. You're probably not eating a lot of grilled fish.
And the salt. And the
Salt.
you got probably diabetes.
Yeah, and the fact that this guy's trying to stab you to death.
Yeah.
How many times during The Wire do you think when it was being shown that you heard him going, shh? Because it was about him. Quiet.
Hush.
Natural causes at 54.
Natural causes.
Get on that bike today, Sherrod.
And Bodie was his
Today.
nickname. How funny is that? Bodie is his nickname. And
Oh,
Bodie
no
was a
kidding.
big character in The Wire, too.
Yeah.
Oh, the whole thing is circular.
All right, well, we should. Wow, it's
That's
already
a
8
shame.
o'clock.
That's
What-
a shame that he died that young.
Let's. I want to break just so we can
And in
play that
prison.
Bowie song that Jimmy.
He was a drug dealer. Yeah, he should have been in jail.
But he wasn't selling drugs for a while now, right?
Well, he's because he was in jail.
Since the show was, he was in jail that whole time?
I'm assuming. Sure.
Since the show been on?
Sure, he's probably in jail for life. I'm guessing he's a major drug dealer.
Oh, he was doing live.
I can only assume.
If The Wire was based on this guy, then he did all his dirty work before the show, so then he had to be in prison.
So why was he in North Carolina? Was it North Carolina where he died?
Maybe a state jail. I mean, who knows? Maybe
was
that's
he
where he got
trafficking
arrested.
up and down from there?
I don't know. Maybe he was down there and that's when he got arrested. I don't know the answer to that.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, this is the live version?
Yeah,
this was good.
Let's play this in a break.
He might have been doing the same shit in North Carolina he was doing in Baltimore.
Maybe.
There might be a second part to The Wire coming out.
Oh, yeah, Wire, the sequel to The Wire.
Yes, Greensville.
Yeah, but it's more of a fun. It's called Wire. Dealers on the Run, and it's got like them hanging out of a car waving, like with a lot of luggage and suitcases.
Road trip.
It's a painting. Yeah, the fucking movie poster's a painting. There's all them hanging out the window. Like, oh no, with their stuff packed on the top, bales of cocaine and fucking pot.
Nice.
It's good natured.
It's good natured.
It's like a JJ painting.
Yeah.
Just oils, fucking
all skinny.
What do we got? Jimmy, where are you going to be?
Maine Thursday.
How was the first leg or whatever you want?
Phenomenal.
It was great.
I could not believe how good it was. Maine is Thursday night.
Nice.
Friday night is 2 shows at the Wilbur Theater in Boston.
Wilbur.
Saturday night is Foxwoods, and I'm returning to in Connecticut, and then New Haven on Sunday night.
Jesus.
Which is like State Connecticut University. Wait, hold on.
Southern Connecticut State
I
University.
know, Southern Connecticut State. Thank you. And that's my Sunday, and you guys can support the Chip animation if you want. Just go to my Facebook or go to jimnorton.com, and there's a link to the Chip animation
I gotta
if you want
see
to support it. It's got people love it, some people hate it, but it's a work in progress.
All good things on Twitterverse.
Thank you. I'm glad we don't have the same app mentions. But no, I'm very happy with the second episode too.
Is everybody tweeting it out for you, Jimmy?
Some people have. Only 3 people have. You have, Anthony did, and who else? My trainer, Jen. My only 3 friends have tweeted it. It was lovely.
Eric did.
Are you kidding? Eric, thank you.
I did too.
Wait, where? I don't even know where it is.
I didn't see that, but thank you. No, I just, no.
What?
Only a couple of them. But I didn't ask anybody to.
I know, but they should just.
What are you talking about, Jimmy?
All right.
Travis did too.
Thank you, Travis. Yes, Travis did.
Yep.
Thank
All right,
you,
listen.
I'll tweet it out.
Well, you don't have to.
I'll write something sweet like, look at all this old nigga did.
I believe I've tweeted that kind of stuff.
Florentine did.
Florentine, yes, you're right.
Okay,
Thank you, Florentine.
What? More people should be tweeting this out.
No, you know, people do what they do. I don't ask my fucking friends to promote
How
stuff.
many episodes out?
No,
right
no,
now?
no.
It's only the
This is not
teaser.
about.
Oh, the
Hold on.
teaser.
I gotta say, it's not about asking your friends to do it.
Never.
There are times you just know you should do it.
Yes, I agree.
All right, Sherrod didn't know until this moment.
I had no idea, but you know I'm gonna tweet the shit out
A
of
lot,
it.
a lot of them might not know. To be honest, I didn't ask you.
I'm going to be watching closely to see who the fuck tweets this out for Jim Norton. Because there are times in your career you just know you got to do the right fucking thing.
Maybe in the second ones, people will.
You're gonna know who
All
you can trust behind this.
That's right.
But it's not like I asked and they said no.
No, it's not about asking.
What about that bum Colin Quinn? Did he tweet it out?
Yeah.
Probably didn't know.
That son of a bitch.
He's a bum.
Yeah, he is. But I don't think he pays attention.
He is.
I doubt Colin was paying attention.
Let's just strong arm everybody to tweet this shit out. Yes, Kenny.
Club Soda Kenny did.
Yes, he did.
Oh, there you go.
Yes, he did.
He was on top of it.
Club Soda Kenny's on Twitter now.
Yes, you are, Kenny.
Are you?
Yeah,
look
at
me up.
Club Soda Kenny.
Yeah. How are the followers?
And
we push over 5,000 like I told
no,
you?
we didn't break 5,000.
I promised you 5,000.
We're very
I
close.
know.
I promised you
Give us
5,000.
We're 50 away.
The people are lackadaisical.
Well, it might be,
Yeah, he's right about
it
that.
might be your tweets, though. Your last tweet is, I would be a great Supreme Court judge. Agree, 83%, 17% disagree.
A lot of votes, though.
A lot of votes, though. You're
It
right.
sound like a threat. Agree?
Man, Scalia fucked everything up.
What do you mean? By
Why?
dying?
By dying with a pillow on his face and no
Wow.
autopsy? That's not fishy. Jesus Christ.
What is that about?
GH.
Wait, there was a pillow on his face?
Yes.
For real?
Yeah.
The guy who found him said it was a pillow on top of his
Yeah,
face.
he's a pillow biter.
I thought that was a Jim Norton joke. That
No,
really happened?
no, that really happened.
Oh, we got to talk about this when we get back.
But they said they're not doing an autopsy. No autopsy, and then it's burying him.
Let's not change the subject.
We got your plug in.
No, but there's a new teaser from the Chip animation prominently featuring me.
Yes, there is.
Okay.
All right, very good.
Yes, Kenny's very good in the series. It's only 10 seconds.
But Why can't I? Oh, you got to push the audio thing.
We don't have to play, guys. Can just go to it. Kenny was very good.
Let's push the audio thing.
More flies with hunt.
All right, here
No, not that one.
No, not that one.
That one.
Not that one.
Not that one.
You're so 2000 and late.
Guy.
2000.
That one.
Where would you like me to find it?
From
On the
Chip's
page?
the
picture's
Jim Norton
everything.
fan Facebook
But we're on your Twitter. Why wouldn't you have
on your
tweeted by now?
I'm busy. I work.
How about we'll get it and we'll do it later?
All right, we'll do it later.
Oh, there you go.
yeah.
All right, we'll do it later.
I might have a new nickname.
What?
What is it?
You gonna tell us after the break? Are we teasing that today?
No, you got to watch the thing.
Oh, okay. Well, we don't have the we don't have the thing because you didn't tweet it yet. Go tweet it so we'll play it off your face.
I just followed you. I just followed you, Kenny.
Thank you. You're smart.
Sherrod,
Yes.
what do you got going on? Race wars tonight?
That's right. Today's Wednesday.
I fucking heard. I did some driving last night. I heard Rich and Bonnie and Vinny last night. They were great.
Okay.
Vinny Brand was on?
He's a babbler.
Yeah,
Oh, Vinny Brand, yeah.
He's a babbler, but he was a good listen. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, Vinny's
He
great.
knows how to babble. He's a bit wordy.
He's a yapper.
He turned that into the Vinny Brand show last night.
Yeah, when you got 5 kids in your house, you got to come out of your house just to talk.
But I enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. It was a very good show last night.
Yeah, we got a good show.
And you and Kurt are doing race wars tonight.
Yeah, we got Buschetti coming through, too. Mike Buschetti.
Oh, tonight?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that nigga coming through.
Very cool.
It's going to be fun. And Stacy, too. Prusman.
David Pressman.
Pressman?
Pressman.
Pressman?
Pressman?
P-R-U-S-S-M-A-N. She's a friend of mine.
P-R-U-S-S.
It is a PR.
good,
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah. All right, Jimmy turned us on to is turning us onto this song from the Midnight Special, legendary performance. It's David Bowie doing Space Oddity. We'll be back. We're back. We got E-Rock in studio, Sherrod Small in studio, of course, Jim Norton.
E-Rock's a hard get. He did Howard this morning, and he wasn't supposed to do our show.
But he brought up something that I want to bring up on the show because a lot of people are talking about it. Everyone's finally seeing the People versus OJ or OJ versus the People, however the hell.
American Crime Story, the People versus OJ.
Yes,
I'm 6 episodes in. Someone's got some. What happened? You're not on.
There we
my
go.
God.
There we go.
I enjoyed it.
How many episodes are?
The third episode just there.
It's a good watch. It's a good watch. I got to say that.
Yeah,
I like it a lot, but I've now I got to wait for 7. They haven't released 7 yet, so I got to wait.
7.
I want to see it, but
He
they
saw
won't
the
give
first
it
6 episodes in advance, so he's got to sit there and wait.
Oh, they added a lot of Kardashians for no reason.
Well, that's why I got Eric in quickly. They're shoehorning the whole Kardashian thing into this show. They didn't need to do that, but I guess they're just trying to get more eyes on this show.
The first episode is, they're establishing all the characters, and they show that Rob Kardashian is, the Kardashian kid's father, for those who don't know.
Senior, Rob Senior.
Right. And then in the second episode, where they do the Bronco chase, the Kardashian kids are sitting... Oh, sorry, not the Bronco chase. When they're reading the letter that they thought was a suicide note at the press conference, and he's on TV, and the kids are just around the TV, and they go, oh, there's Dad, and they start chanting Kardashian, right?
It's so extra and thirsty for them to add that.
It's the only part I don't like about the whole, because I really love this series, but I'm like, what are you doing? You don't need to do this.
They're showing this is what launched the Kardashians, though. It was this,
but
it was this murder.
But they had nothing to do with the whole OJ story or the trial, or they weren't interviewed, they weren't shown anywhere.
Didn't they show him spelling out the last name too?
K-A-R.
Yeah.
And then OJ's got the gun in Kim's room. That happened already. I swear.
No, the gun. Wait,
that happened.
Right?
That happened already. I really don't want to fucking do.
Well, they said don't do it in Kim's room. Yeah. But the original line was they were out back and they said don't do it in Chloe's cage. And they said that seems too mean. That's too mean. Let's go inside.
Well, is Chloe the really tall one?
Yeah, that's
obviously.
the bigger one.
Why would I make that joke if she was young and pretty?
No, because they're all a little. Because she.
I think she's the hottest now, though.
No, I don't know.
I wouldn't say the hottest now,
well,
but she's
I
looking
love
better.
her. Out of the first 3.
I love her. I want to fuck her till she tons the rabbits.
No.
Fucking big ogre.
In one of the first scenes, you see Kris Kardashian. You see the kids come running through the background.
Who's Kris Kardashian?
What's the name?
Kris? The mom.
Kris
Well,
Jenner.
who's playing her
I
in
guess
the-
it was Kris Kardashian back then. Of course, yeah.
So
It was at the funeral, I think.
I think it was at the funeral. So the kids come running through the background, and whatever the Chloe, the big one, the
Chloe
mom,
Courtney.
The mom says, "Chloe, put that candy down."
No,
So they also throw that shot.
They
in.
throwing fat jokes at all of them.
But
Rob
they-
and Chloe.
Well, we didn't get to the Rob
Okay,
one
go
yet. So what Justin's saying too is there's a scene at the funeral where they're running around like kids would do, and she has to list every child by name so that you know those are the Kardashian kids as they're running around.
So thirsty.
So then we get to the third episode, and the start of the third episode is 5 minutes of Rob Kardashian taking the kids to
Chinese
like a
buffet or
yeah,
something?
for like a Father's
Yeah.
Day brunch
Yes.
thing, right?
Right.
And there's a huge line. He gets to the front, and then they realize, oh, he's famous. They get him a table right
Yeah,
away. So now the
right.
kids are starting to realize that he's famous.
Well, the father was the one who got the whole Kardashian thing started. God.
And so they sit down, and then this is where they start really shoehorning everything Kardashian into before they even get back to the OJ story.
Right.
This
That's
is
the
just the
beginning.
Kardashian moment.
It was a sideshow for
Yeah,
5 minutes.
right, it was
had
a
nothing
totally
to do with
different
what,
show.
What we've been watching.
Yeah, it was just about the father going to the thing.
And so they're at the table, they're talking and everything, and they said, "Oh, I'm going to be on Barbara Walters," and you're like, "Oh, you know Barbara Walters?"
Oh, and you know what happened? They all order food. They all order like they want Twinkies, but then Kim goes, "No, I want a chocodile."
For black college.
Yes.
Yeah, she liked the black ones. Even that
For
early
black
on.
penis.
Yeah, here we go. Yes.
They all want chocolate now.
Yeah, I think you're right. Robert Kardashian is trying to fucking give them Twinkies, and they're just throwing the Twinkies away and fucking eating 2 chocodiles at a time. He's like, "Oh, nerds.
Oh, nerds. Thank God I'm going to be dead soon.
He goes, I know. He's like, "Oh, cancer can't come fast enough. I raised a whole bunch of them, and they cut away."
Anyway, yes, Rob.
So he's saying, "Oh, I'm going to be on Barbara Walters," and then Courtney goes, "Oh, they called Mom and Bruce too." So now they're working Bruce Jenner into the storyline, right? And then
no,
David Robert Kardashian starts to lay this heartfelt message to his kids, trying to show them that, you know, in with all this horribleness that's going on, it's important to be a friend, and these are the things that you have to cherish in life, and that fame is fleeting and won't last. And then
Good thing they listen to that.
It cuts to little Kim, where she looks at her and she kind of just rolls her eyes, like, "Oh, fame isn't important."
Well, they do.
They just try to add all that in there.
You're right, because there's that weird thing where they cut to Bruce, and they're eating hot dogs, but he takes his out of the bun, and he steps on it, and he's crying.
he's mushing his hot dog.
It's the floor. He's chopping it up angrily with a fucking knife, and no one knows why. He's dicing it and feeding it to the dog.
Get out of my life! He did hate his cock back then. All right, go ahead.
It's a weird angle in this
Right.
show, because the show itself I really like.
The
I can't
show
wait.
is enough by itself not to add all this extra dumb Kardashian shit.
I think.
And this is the third episode, I think, out of 10, so it's just going to get worse as the
No, it
series
doesn't.
goes on.
I've seen the first 6. Honestly, I didn't even notice it that they were doing it until you pointed out. That I'm like, yeah, they are.
No,
What's the name's playing Chris Kardashian? Chick
Selma
from Hell-
Blair.
Selma Blair.
yeah. Who is very attractive, but it's weird with her being Kris Jenner, Kris Kardashian, because she kind of really takes you out of it.
Yeah.
But to finish up the dinner scene, so he's trying. He's like, you know, fame isn't important. You got to be true to yourself and all that stuff. So Kim's rolling her eyes, and then it does this slow pull scene where it's at the end of the table. You see the kids, and Rob's at the end there, and the food's coming, and we're gonna eat and everything. Everyone's gonna have a good time. The waiter puts down this plate, and as the waiter walks away, young Rob Kardashian reaches over and says, "Oh, I love egg rolls," and grabs a bunch of egg rolls, and they're like, "Leave some for everybody else," and then it fades into the slate. So
They
until
throwing fat jokes at him.
I had no idea that was really foreshadowing him being fat till Sherrod just told me during the break.
They hit him below the belt, man. He can't get out of the fucking spotlight if he wanted to.
David Schwimmer's so good as Robert Kardashian.
What sucks for us, I mean, we were lucky enough to get the first 6 episodes. Now we got to wait 7 weeks.
I know. I tried to get advanced copies.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it. I
Couldn't
said,
do
how
it.
about you throw a link to the kid?
Of course, because now I wait 7 weeks. I might not be into it anymore.
No, dude, I got so addicted to the story. I loved it.
I really like it too.
The behind the scenes stuff with the attorneys was fascinating. How
It
they
is.
got rid of fucking how the Cochran took over.
Yeah, you're right.
How Cochran walked in there. The dude playing Cochran too is amazing.
He's very good.
What's the name's husband? Angela Bassett's husband. I believe.
That's black stuff. How would I know? How would I know that?
You should know. It's February. Learn your history history, Opie. It's February, son of a bitch.
How would I know that?
Learn your black history, Ope.
What, has he been in anything else? I would
A million things.
Sure, Angela Bassett.
Yeah.
That's him.
Yeah, that's him.
I know Courtney B. Vance.
Yeah, he's been in a million things.
Holy shit.
He looks different with the mustache.
Wow, I didn't realize that was him.
What else has he been in? Courtney B. Vance.
Hamburger Hill.
Oh, my God, that was delicious.
A lot of stuff. He's just that guy. He's been in a lot of things.
A lot of things.
Yeah.
I think he's great as Cochran.
He's really good.
Woo.
Really good.
He was in a lot of things I've not seen. The Affair, The Preacher's Wife. Go back down to the
You know
beginning.
the Preacher's Wife with
I don't know.
Whitney Houston was in that with him.
I saw Hamburger Hill, The Hunt for October.
Dangerous Minds.
I didn't see Huck Finn. Oh, he played Jim. That's not the name I remember. Beyond the Law. Holy Matrimony. I didn't see. I didn't see Panther. I didn't see Dangerous Minds. I saw Michelle Pfeiffer. It was also.
Yeah, they're not properly listing his role in The Adventure of
Huck Finn. No, they're not. In Dangerous Minds, Michelle Pfeiffer was great because she was the lady with two accents, the Southern and the regular. That's when Coolio's "Gangsta's Paradise" was the theme song for that.
That is correct.
Ooh, yeah, it was.
Wait,
really...
her accent changed?
Oh, did it?
Oh.
What are y'all doing? And then the next one, I sure do want you to study. Who are you? Where's this school?
She was confused, huh?
Yeah, what are you, fucking quantum leaping all over the country? Stay in one location.
It's off the Isle of Man.
Exactly. I liked you better in Scarface when your fucking womb was polluted. Tony couldn't get her hold up on the goddamn payphone. Fat Ernie had nothing to do.
So hot in that.
Oh my God, she's such an awful dancer too. I love her shitty like Baltimore white girl dance that she does, just snapping.
She was hot.
So hot.
Does nothing but fuck drug
She's
dealers.
still hot.
Now that's hot.
She'll
That's
still get
sexy
it.
right there. That's,
raw dog. I'll go up in that raw.
Put that up against.
I'll bust all in that.
Put that up against Taylor Swift. Come on.
Oh, much rather fuck Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yes.
They look very similar. Slim with short hair.
It's the sexiness that Michelle
It's
has.
the sexiness in the eyes.
It's seasoning.
Yes.
Need some flavor.
I'd still rather fuck Taylor Swift. She's
She ain't got the flavor for me.
Look,
She's gonna be like a whole bunch of ouch.
I would say what's her name might have had a better hiney. I would say Michelle Pfeiffer might have had a better hiney.
Right.
But I haven't seen Taylor Swift's hiney.
It's bony.
Remember
There's
Michelle
too much
Pfeiffer in
bones going
Married to the
on.
Mob?
I'd have to see a picture.
When she
but
had
I
the
would
dark
assume-
hair?
All right, $50. Whoever can name Michelle Pfeiffer's first movie in 10 seconds.
Grease 2.
Oh, you bag of shit.
Yeah! Bravo!
I said no, you bag of shit. Wrong.
It's wrong?
No.
What?
It's Hollywood Nights.
Hollywood Nights.
yeah.
I thought you
Pull it
lost
up.
some money.
Robert Wool.
Robert Wool, Tony Danza.
Yeah, I know. Don't try throwing
Fran
out
Drescher?
lines
Fran
now.
Drescher's in it.
Kurt, Turk, did you come? Turk, did you? I came. You know, I'm glad I came. That's so good. My dick is in the punch. Fucking love that movie.
When he farts Volare.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't. It's not necessarily the greatest comedy, but the one-armed violinist and he grabs the fucking violin stick with his fucking finger. He looks at his penis. He grabbed it with his dick. Stupid movie made me laugh so hard. And everyone's trying to like be quiet. The old man won't stop. He grabs it with his dick.
I fucking bow to Jimmy. How do you know lines from Hollywood Nights?
I don't know, but how do I not have an
movie.
intimate relationship
Well,
with
good
another
point.
human being? It all comes out in the wash, doesn't it? I know Hollywood night lines, but how do you stay faithful? I throw my arms up in exasperation.
You know what? I'll take a meaningful relationship. Good point.
Yeah, she's a lovely woman, man.
Man, that's a good
Fine.
pull. Though. That's a good pull. Before we move on with the Kardashians, I gotta say what I told you during the break. Yeah, I mean, the Kardashians are on in my house from time to time.
All the time.
And I watch. I'm not gonna sit
My
there.
girlfriend has it on all the time.
So did you see the one where Kim Kardashian goes to her, I think it was her baby shower, and they all have baby bumps, so she feels good about herself, which was ridiculous. There's a scene in that where Bruce Jenner's there. I'm sorry, Caitlyn Jenner is there, and she has a plate of food, and now she's walking over to the table where her ex-wife is sitting with a bunch of people, so she's going to sit down and kind of, socialize a little bit. And she walks over with her fucking high heels on and her ridiculous, I won an Olympic medal butt in a really tight black dress.
And those Joe Klecko knees.
Joe Klecko knees, thank you. Yeah. And she's trying to sit down with her high heels to talk to his ex-wife. Dude, I started just laughing. And I think that's a natural reaction to that. I'm like, this scene is so fucking ridiculous on so many levels.
It's like, how did we get here?
Because of the Joe Klecko knees, because he's now talking to his wife, who's accepting the fact that now he's a woman. The whole thing was off the charts, and my reaction was to just laugh openly about it. Is that bad?
No.
Watching it is.
Huh?
Yes.
Watching it.
Oh, yeah. You can't escape. If you got a woman in your house who lives there, you watching the Kardashians at some point. That's just how it is. I don't care if she black, white. If you got a woman in your house.
I'm doing other shit. It's on the big TV.
They're going to put it on.
Take a look at how hot the younger sisters are. And
yeah. That Kylie, I get it, boy.
And how Chloe is starting to look sexy again. She goes through her sexy, non-sexy stages. Right now, she's looking real fucking fine.
Yeah, I punched in the butt a couple times.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
I'd like to do that with a mean face. He says that with a mean face.
Live, man.
I like to flick her vagina.
A little
While she's on her hands and knees. Yeah, I like to just go make the oibity noise back
She probably
and
has
forth.
the biggest clit out of all of them.
Oh my God, her clit's probably fucking massive. It probably gets stuck in her sock.
That's massive. That is massive. But I just laughed. It was so ridiculous.
Because it shouldn't be happening like that, right? Come on.
What?
Shouldn't be happening.
What? Tell me. I'm a little confused. I'll answer.
I mean, Kris Jenner, first of all, let people... I think the real reaction if your husband, who you've been married to that long, turned into a woman, you would be angrier.
Yes.
A lot more anger.
Sometimes maybe not, though. Maybe it makes it easier for the divorce. You're like, oh, this is no way.
But she cried the whole time, and she was hurt by it. But she couldn't really show that hurt on camera.
No wonder he would look at my pussy and boo. That makes a lot of sense.
You watch the Kardashians. We can talk about this for a second.
Yeah, I watched
She's
enough
not
to know.
bad because she's getting that black dick.
That too. And that dude is just
a loser.
What a fucking L word. That dude.
Oh, no. Is he an LN? Oh, no.
Good for her, though.
I saw that cooking in your head over there.
Certainly was.
She's got that the mom's got the Kim Kardashian money, so she can get whatever the fuck she wanted.
Black dick.
She went young black dick, and she don't give a fuck about that dude, which they pretty much show on the show.
No, she loves him.
Nah,
yeah.
you got to watch closer.
But
he's trying to
just
touch her and
awful.
stuff, and she's just all like, ugh, just give me the.
Congratulations, vanity is now the second gayest thing we've talked about.
she's all about just give me that black dick and let me work. She doesn't want any of the
He's
loving
sisters
part.
with what's her name? His sister is Puffy's baby mother.
See, that's black shit. I know that.
That's Puffy's baby mother, the Porter, whatever her name is.
Dennis Falcone has.
That's our brother.
Dennis Falcone has a Hollywood Nights story to share.
I would like to hear it.
You're kidding.
No, I genuinely like Dennis. I didn't like that he was.
How do we know he has a story to share?
How would he not?
Paul showed me a text.
Oh, he texted you,
and it got us out of the the Kardashian talk, which is fine.
It's a mess. It's a mess
which
over
is
there.
fine. But that's why she's not so bummed. She's getting the black dick.
She's getting black dick, and black dick will pull you out of a sad situation. It's like a life.
That'll bring you back to life.
Yeah.
I mean, that'll wake everything up down there for sure.
Yeah.
Wake up that. I mean, if I'm a husband, her ex-husband is a woman now. I mean, I can only imagine when last time y'all fucked.
She walking over with that plate of food, uncomfortable in her high heels and her tight black dress and the joke like OD.
And you got to deal with that.
I was laughing so fucking hard. Like, this is just, I'm sorry, but you should be able to laugh at this.
love that I see that Caitlyn is still the same asshole that Bruce was.
Yeah.
More now.
Well, why isn't the voice different?
The voice? Because he got to work on it. He actually had an episode of his show where he was talking about how he hates his voice because he can't get it feminine.
But then the weird thing is this, though. If you are, and again, I'm not transgender, so I don't understand it, but if you are this who you are, why do you need your voice to be more feminine if that's just who you are?
Because he wanted to sound, he wants everything just like you want your legs to be less hairy. Even though who you are is hairy, but you want to be like a woman. You want to be feminine, so you want to have the whole package.
I don't know. I don't get it.
And when you see him practicing, I had a couple episodes of him practicing trying to sound like a woman. It ain't working.
Really?
Well, what's up, Dennis?
Good morning. How are you?
Hello. Chilling and shit.
You were talking about Hollywood Nights, and in there, you might remember there was a disc jockey in the movie, playing like the soundtrack and stuff.
Vaguely.
Wait a minute. What's his name?
His real name his disc jockey name is Humble Harv. And he was
Humble Harv,
Los Angeles disc jockey, and he was committed murder. It was called a crime of passion. His wife used to call him up when he was on the air, saying, "I'm in bed with someone else," and and he evidently killed him. Yeah.
Wait, she would call him a lot or once in a while?
Yeah, she would call him on the air. Yeah. And
was it his ex-wife? Were they estranged?
I think they were still married or something. I believe that was the case. Humble Harv. Look him
And
up.
he was like, she was like, hey, I'm home right now sucking dick. And he'd be like, well, 1 second. It's 98 degrees right now.
He's disc jockey.
Here's Jethro Tull. I'm going to kill you, bitch.
Yeah. And I met him a couple of years ago, a long time ago. Nice guy.
Oh, I wish you were
nice guy.
I wish you were in bed with his wife.
I met him about 20 years ago. I think he has.
Wait, you met him, which means that he got out of jail.
Yeah.
How many years did he do?
I think it was manslaughter. You know, they called it a crime of passion.
Why did she call and tell? Would you do this more than once?
That's torture now. That's torturing him. That's mental fucking torture.
I'm fucking a real man. Boy, but my reaction would have been different. I would have got arrested for jerking off all over the radio station.
That would have been a turnoff for Jimmy.
Humble Harv.
Yeah.
Harv.
Hey there, play that. Play that video.
He's one of the boss jocks.
Yeah, his air check. Let me hear his boss jock voice.
Jimmy O'Neill, mornings.
Johnny Hayes, middays.
Humble Harv, afternoons.
Huggy Boy, night.
Art LeBeau.
And Wolfman Jack, weekend.
The music and the DJs
and the murder.
You grew up listening to. Only on All Oldies All the Time. KRLA, Pasadena.
Pasadena.
Lost it. Wooly Bully, All Oldies, 1110, KRLA. This is Humble Harv. KRLA Big Time, 407.
Yeah, that was Willy Bully. Right now, my wife's got a dick right in her colon.
$1,000 Thursday song this week is.
All right, that was the Rolling Stones. Right now, she's having her tonsils fucked hanging over the edge of the bed, and I'm looking for my pistol. Here's
the request line, and you'll win $1,000 in cash. That's a lot of dead presidents' pictures.
Yes, and there's going to be one dead president in my house.
Wow.
So he killed the wife, not the dude, right?
I believe it was the wife, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Here's,
He killed the wife, not the dude.
I believe it might have been both. I know he did go to, I know it was a crime of passion.
If it's a crime of passion.
Who am I going to put a bullet in? A brown-eyed girl.
He was the DJ in that movie. That was great. I don't think it ever came out on DVD, that movie.
It did. I have it.
You do have it?
I have it on DVD.
All right, because I only had it on VHS.
I want to know how many years he did.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find
Yeah, here's a little George Thorogood. One bourbon, one shot, one wife. Be right back.
1971 he killed her.
Oh, my God. After Hollywood Nights. I mean, before.
Yeah, way before, yeah.
Well, he had committed a murder by then. His adulterous wife, Mary, and wound up serving a stretch in prison for manslaughter. He was hired after getting out of jail. Okay, wait. After establishing himself in the market.
Had a nice career after
They don't tell you a whole lot of stuff about him. I guess people wanted to hear who playing the hits.
I guess he never played Jailhouse Rock, though.
Oh, Dennis.
Wouldn't be on the playlist.
Yeah, Dennis.
Yeah.
Dennis.
Did you ever hear there was a riot going on in cell block number 9? That was the Robins back in 1954. That's a good one, too.
Oh.
You know what song he used to love to play? I caved that cunt's head in with an anvil. A little too blue for that.
It was a B-side.
Yeah.
Good for him for getting out of after killing his wife. I mean, Jesus.
But there's no details there, though. Like they only tell you he killed his wife.
There's not a lot of details. I found one thing.
Adulteress.
He killed her with a .38 revolver, fled the scene. Days later.
Here's a little 38 special. Speaking of which, and then they just cut to break real fast.
He surrendered to authorities.
Oh, he served little time, very little time, and was able to resume his broadcasting career. Wow.
That's great. That's a good DJ. Now they fire you if you say chink during a break. Back then, he fucking shot his wife, and they're like, you know what? He had good ratings.
Can you still do afternoons?
It was a 10-year prison sentence.
Yeah, I said 11 years, but that's 10 years.
How much time did he
but it said he pleaded second-degree manslaughter, and 14 months was the sentence at the time.
Wow.
What?
Wait, the last one died, 65. He's still working. Is he dead now?
Well, in 2014, he was still alive at 80.
Oh,
pushing
my
80
God.
years old. So, I don't know.
Humble Harv.
That's hilarious. Yeah, jocks get fired for doing like a Chinese accent.
He killed his wife.
And he killed his wife.
And didn't miss a day.
But he was humble. They're like, your wife's fucking someone. He's like, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, thank God your name's Humble Harv, so we can hire you.
Exactly.
She would call him up on the air.
Should have been cuckold Carl.
Man, good for him. Killed her.
Wow, wait.
Killed her.
Wow, wait. She was taking some dick, and Humble Harv was having none of it. Humble Harv was having none of it.
And what kind of shit is that? Her calling him and telling him that.
Well, I don't know the details. That's why I want to know the details. What happened? Who was it?
You got girls that'll do that shit, man.
Yeah.
And she's calling on a hotline because he didn't have a cell phone
Did
back
that
then.
happen
So
or no?
Some of you
he's like, call a 3. What do you got?
Yeah, some of them are evil.
Yeah.
They'll do some evil shit.
Yes, we got a call and request line. It's my wife. She's requesting I don't come home because she's fucking someone. All right. Well. Here's Inagana Davida. And all of a sudden he comes back. He's fucking breathing heavy. His wife's dead. I've been sitting here the whole time. 17-minute song. Drove home quick. Killed her. Drove back.
It worked out perfectly for her until he killed her.
Absolutely.
Because she always knew where the fucking guy was.
Yeah.
She just had to have the radio on in another room.
She was getting off on that, too. Torturing him with it.
Right.
Knowing he's at work.
But before she even let him know all that shit.
Yeah, she had a perfect out. She knew where he was.
Perfect out at all times. Just hear that voice coming from the other room from a radio.
Yeah, but she didn't know about fucking air checks and he did record it in advance. Hey, it's here we go. And all of a sudden he's looking through the window and she's like, I was just listening to you on the radio.
Sweat all on his brow.
Yeah, he's like, I pre-recorded. She's like, oh, you. And he shot her dead.
Yeah.
It's like a Johnny Cash song. It was on the radio. His wife called him up and he went home and shot her, then went to jail for a while. Went back on the radio.
I remember that song.
Yes, it was a good one.
It was a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, he blew her clit off.
Man, I know you can.
What else going on, Dennis Falcone? You good?
Yeah, everything's good. How you feeling?
Getting there.
Yeah. You take a little zinc.
God damn, Dennis has
Trying
a good head of
everything.
hair. Jesus.
Trying
I'm looking at your
everything.
profile. You have the best head of hair of anyone in this room. It's
His
humiliating.
hairline's a little low, though.
It's almost Eddie
but it's
Munster-ish. It's Butch Patrick.
It's a little low.
But it's good now. Like at 20-year-old, it looked like it was too low.
Yeah.
But now, like, hey, good for you still having a hairline.
He looks like he's
that.
wearing a hat that's too big for him.
Take your scully off.
But that's a damn good head of hair. Jesus Christ.
When it recedes for another 10 years, then you can have like a normal hairline.
Yeah.
That's fucking Dennis. When
right.
Dennis is a corpse, he's going to be like skeleton with a full head of hair.
You watching any of these shows? You watch the Grammys? You watching OJ? What are you watching? Did you watch Vinyl? That show's right up your alley.
Yes.
I heard it wasn't that good. I didn't watch the first one. I heard it was.
I only saw pieces of it.
I really liked it.
Who told you it wasn't good? Probably a guy in the CD industry.
No.
I like Bobby Cavalli.
Yeah.
Bobby's
Cannavale.
acting's great.
There's no one named Bobby Cavalli. We don't know who he is. Bobby Cannavale.
Cannavale.
And Dice is amazing.
Yeah, I heard he was good.
Oh, Dice is in it too, huh?
Yeah.
Dude, he was awesome.
I was
Dice
supposed to be in it.
awesome.
What happened?
I lied. I wasn't. I just wanted to act like I was.
I want to believe in you so much.
I know everyone does, but I just keep letting everyone down. Gee, I don't know why I let the whole team down. Sorry, I let everyone down.
Or
Oh, wow. They had a search for him for 13 days.
Oh my God!
Good old back to Humble Harp.
Where was he?
Oh, he was on a run.
Oh, he was hiding on K-Rock now. No one knew where he was.
It's from an article called This Week in Pop History, August 3rd, 1971.
Joe Namath.
In radio news, Humble Harp pleads guilty to second-degree murder of his wife, Mary. Originally, he had pleaded innocent. In a short statement, he said he accidentally shot his wife and still loved her. Miller was the subject of a 13-day nationwide search after the murder in May.
So he shoots her, goes on the lam, and still only does a few years. And The Exorcist was a bestseller at the time.
Yes.
By William Peter Blatty, Joe Namath.
He got injured. That's what the name of it. He got injured and was out for the season.
Yeah, ligament damage. What year was that? 71.
71.
Ah, he got so much pussy back then, Johnny.
Joe did, yeah.
What else in pop history? Keep going down. The FCC crap. Beatle Paul McCartney forms a new group which will feature his wife Linda on piano.
Boy, I wonder how the fans reacted to that one.
Wow.
Wow, so no more Lennon and Harrison, your wife on piano. That's going to be good. You know how much fucking hate mail he must have got? How many bad tweets?
Yeah, his
I
Yoko.
wonder how that worked out.
That white Yoko.
That would be Wings, I believe,
Did you
right?
see your boy Paul McCartney right after the Grammys? He got turned away from Tyga's party.
That's embarrassing for the bouncer. Like, what a cunt.
Because Tyga's coming out saying it's nonsense. Of course I would let Paul McCartney in. He said he had nothing to do with it. He was just performing at that after party, and that was it.
Right.
So it comes down to the bouncer, I guess, wouldn't let him in.
But maybe the fire code is so strict, the bouncer was just doing his job, Jimmy. He don't want to get fired. He got kids to think about.
I think that if the fire marshal came by and go, wait a minute, why are you over? And you go, well, because Paul McCartney showed up. The fire marshal goes, all right, carry on.
Can I watch this tape?
Carry on. So you got, who you got? You got Beck, you got Paul McCartney and Taylor Hawkins, right?
Yeah.
From the Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
All of them didn't get in. Here's the tape from TMZ.
What's your favorite Rolling Stones song? What's your favorite Rolling Stones song?
Let me call Peter. No way.
Do you have a favorite?
I didn't know you were here.
Do you have a favorite?
Okay, I need my...
McCartney has the best line too.
VIP do we gotta get?
How VIP do we gotta get?
Yeah, we need another hit, guys. We need another hit. Work on it.
I think you don't have enough.
Next year.
Serious, thank you.
McCartney's trying to poke his head in like it really is me.
Holy shit,
Who the
that's
fuck-
embarrassing.
It's embarrassing for them.
It's
like,
embarrassing for the club.
Right.
what
That's
a
just
piece of
stupid.
shit club. Who doesn't let McCartney in the door?
Dumbasses.
Now that's the jerk of all jerks. The guy who wouldn't let him in.
Yeah, but then a part of me is going, oh, fuck McCartney. You know what? He's awesome and he's a Beatle and I love him. He hasn't been told no since 1962.
Yeah.
It's about time he got turned away somewhere. That ain't how I feel when I want to meet people. And you know what? I know Tiger.
When they showed
I
who
don't
came
know
out the
Tiger.
club, he was better off not getting in.
It would have been better if there was Beatles music playing as they're telling him to go away.
When they showed the people coming out, it like an episode of Wildin' Out. Nick Cannon's Wildin' Out. It was just young, black
really?
tattoos.
Let me see. Well, yeah, why did he want to be there anyway?
In the first place.
Hey, hold on. Give me 1 second. Hey, is it? Come here. That's who you are.
Was that Bill Bellamy?
Is there a bouncer letting people in past McCartney?
I don't, maybe.
No.
Beckett's laughing his ass off.
Can you believe this? This is kind of crazy.
McCartney gets turned away. That's
They're all laughing though.
Dude, that's got to be a first ever, man.
wow.
Sir Paul, there's no way they rejected you from the
Back
clubs
up,
now.
guys. Just back up, please. Thank you.
Where are you gonna go now? What? That's crazy.
Well, baby.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
What clowns those bouncers are.
Dumbasses.
What clowns?
You just look dumb.
What was his
you
line
look dumb.
that you said was Paul McCartney?
He
had a
said,
good
"How
line.
VIP do you have to be?"
Oh yeah, that was
What the
great.
guy said
That
about
was great.
McCartney. What clowns those bouncers are.
Yeah, McCarthy said that when they wouldn't let him in. It's like, what are you thinking? But that's how dumb you.
And McCartney's like, we
people
got to
are.
come up with another hit, guys. Work on it.
That was funny.
Wow. Now
That's
Tiger's
shameful.
probably embarrassed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but what was his quote? He would have let him in.
He's like, he should have just let it be a something.
Like Little Bow Wow came out and was like, "What do you mean, Paul McCartney? The Paul McCartney?
Yeah,
came here."
When was that?
Little Bow Wow was in a party too, the same party that he was trying to get in, and he came out, and then the camera guy was explaining to Bow Wow, Little Bow Wow, that Paul McCartney couldn't get in, and Little Bow was like this: "What are you, the Paul McCartney? Couldn't get in this fucking place."
Little Bow Wow starting off the Grammys was one of the funniest things. Did you see?
Oh,
Jimmy,
wait a minute.
What? We can work it out. Tiger laughs off Paul McCartney party snub on Kimmel as nightclub says Beatle wasn't rejected.
He simply confused the venue with Mark Ronson's bash 3 miles away.
There you go.
I wonder if he went to the wrong. Wait, but why were they laughing? How VIP do we have to be?
Because he didn't know that at that point.
Yeah, because he was still thinking, "Oh, this is where we're supposed to be."
Right.
So that the story's now coming out that he was looking for another party.
And they showed them later, Paul McCartney later at the party that I guess they're supposed to go to in the first place.
I don't know if I believe this. I think the Argyle in Hollywood said McCartney had been trying to go to Mark Ronson's party at Hyde when he showed up Monday. They said after McCartney was told about the mistake, he moved on, and that they would have let him in if he decided to stay. All right. McCartney was joined by Tygo performing at the party earlier on Tuesday. He had nothing to do with the snub. He appeared on Jimmy Kimmel Live joking, inviting McCartney to his LA show. All right, that makes more sense.
But why, if he was at the wrong venue, why would McCartney say, "How VIP do we got to get?"
Because maybe at first they didn't realize it. And they were like, "Hold on, let's check. You're on the wrong one." And then he decided to go. But they say, I think the club was trying to save face.
Yeah, something seems a little weird there because it certainly looks like he definitely would have walked in and then figured out he was at the wrong party.
Yeah, he would have
not
walked
at
in and
the
figured it
door.
out. He would have figured it out inside.
Yeah.
If you had a party with Little Bow Wow, nigga, you at the wrong party.
Well, Little Bow Wow doesn't fucking own a watch.
But he realized that it was like, no, you let Paul McCartney in, though.
No, I'm going back to the Grammys thing.
Oh, show that clip. Did you see that, Jimmy?
I laughed my ass off.
I laughed so hard.
Little Bow Wow was doing some stuff before the Grammys. He did a pretty good job.
They hung him out to dry.
I haven't seen that.
And then he's in the audience going, the Grammys start now, but he had like a minute.
And there's a clock on the screen saying 1:23 or
something like that. So then he tried to say the Grammys start now like 2 times.
4 times.
Was it 4 times?
At least 3-4 times. And
Play this.
Everyone was wrong.
This was hilarious.
It was so painful.
Left side is ready. I mean, it gets no bigger than this, and it's almost time. You see the stars are filling up. That's the band that's coming in here. The lights are getting brighter. I mean, what more else do you want, man? It's getting ready to happen. That's right. The 58th annual Grammy Awards are getting ready to start. You want to dance a little bit? You want to dance a little bit? Don't be nervous.
It's so bad.
It's just live TV. It's just live TV.
Yeah, that lady has nothing to do with it.
He's trying to say live TV, and there's still 1:13 left. Oh, no. Oh, no, Bow Wow. Oh, no. How many times? This band is embarrassing.
Well, he's
going down. The annual Grammy Awards. I'm out of here.
A minute left. Oh, no.
Yes, watch.
54. Oh, no.
It's brutal.
Why is everyone leaving him hanging, and why is he not acknowledging it?
He's not going to acknowledge.
My man L. Cool J is ready to take the stage, and it's almost about that time.
Oh, no. I better talk slower.
That's the third time.
Nope. Still there.
They're clapping. Nope.
They still on him.
I need to get in my seat.
No, they went to them early. They're not ready.
It's time to go. We are backstage.
Who's that, Louis Ramey? Who's that guy?
That's what's his name?
That's the dude that works
Kevin
on
Frazier.
me. Yeah.
His father used to actually coach basketball at my college.
Really?
Yeah, Kevin Frazier.
How great is that, Bow Wow?
It was brutal.
Because when you say peace, that's it. That's it. You can't talk after a
I say that after I come in a girl's hair.
3 times, nigga. 3 he tried to get in.
Ronda
right
Rousey.
about now.
Ronda Rousey almost was thinking about killing herself after that loss.
Probably, and I don't know if she should have went on and said this. Like, this is weird. She still has to fight.
Yeah.
Like, I would wait until you regain the belt before you give these interviews.
Yeah, she was on Ellen saying she thought about killing herself. She was so depressed.
Right, probably in the ring. But she said when she got hit,
she was depressed.
Oh, she is fucking lovely.
Oh,
Rhonda.
She's okay.
Love her. No, I love her.
She looked like a fucking Caterpillar fucking tractor with a dress on.
No, she looks like a lovely.
Sexier than Taylor Swift.
Oh, definitely sexier than Taylor Swift.
She has
No question about
she
that.
has lovely
Sexier
legs.
than Taylor
Look at her.
Swift.
Oh, she's fantastic.
I'll fuck a dump truck.
I would kiss her knees, her little calves.
Yeah.
She's wonderful.
She's strong, too.
She cleans up real nice, too.
Yeah, but you saw that picture of Sports Illustrated. She looked kind of...
No, she looks good there.
A little too athletic.
Look at her. She fucking punches people in the face for a living.
Sometimes a female can look a little too athletic.
A little bit. Sometimes they look too broad.
A little too athletic.
I don't want you broader than Broadway.
She's very emotional. She cries pretty easy.
Yeah.
She's one of the people.
What?
She cried. Rhonda.
She's a crier?
Oh, yeah.
She's a weeper.
Absolutely. She cries.
When did you hear this before?
I just know it. She just does.
Man, I never knew that about her.
She's a person she's sensitive. It sounds corny to say that, but she's cried before when she's talking about her dad. When she got choked up after she won after Roddy Piper died. She almost cried in the ring when she was talking about her dad and Roddy Piper watching her. Like, she didn't cry, but you could see her getting like, she was about to go over.
What's her connection with Roddy Piper?
He's the one who allowed her to use the name. She's a big wrestling fan.
Oh, I see.
Because her name is, Rowdy Ronda Rousey.
Right.
And I guess that she knew him.
Okay.
She loves fucking wrestling.
Right.
So, she's just an emotional person.
Let me see this real fast. We got Rick Springfield coming in to say hi.
Oh, good.
Did you worry for a minute? Like, could this be permanent? Did I really hurt myself and maybe I won't do this again?
No, to be honest, like, what I was thinking, like, honestly, like, my thought, I was like,
oh, see.
I was like in the medical room, and I was like down in the corner. I was sitting in the corner, and I was like, what am I anymore if I'm not this? And I was literally sitting there and like thinking about killing myself. And then exact second, I'm like, I'm nothing. I'm like, what do I do anymore? And no one gives a shit about me anymore without this. And then to be honest, I looked up and I saw my man, Travis, was standing there, and I was looking up at him, and I was just like, I need to have his babies. I need to stay alive. That's like, really, that was
You need to stay alive.
Jesus. By the way, you could have been on a ladder and looked up and seen Travis. He's 6'8".
How is he?
He's a big guy. Yes.
But what do you mean? I gotta stay alive. I gotta have his babies. That sounds weird.
Meaning, I don't want to die. I have a reason to live.
Yeah, but make that reason you, not some dudes that hits fucking sperm.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
That's a bad reason to live.
Oh, it's just a thought you have in the moment.
I know.
That's my life. I'm more than just a belt.
Right,
I want to
get
be a
it, yeah.
person with him.
Right. That's
a weird interview
really
to give.
emotional.
What happened after
Maybe
you
she
break
didn't
up?
mean to give that, but that's an odd one to give because she has to go in and fight. But maybe
She probably won a lot of people over by being emotional.
no,
like
I know,
that.
but she has to what she has to do is go in and fucking punch Holly Holm in the face again. And Holly Holly hit her.
She got her. Holly knows how to beat her.
But who knows? Maybe if she
That's
takes
not
her
gonna-
down, it doesn't happen that way.
That's
It's
not going to
so
be. That's not going to be
hard.
an easy rematch.
No.
I know.
No, because you're hard.
A lot of people think Holly came out of nowhere, but the more you talk about people that really know that sport, they're like, no, man.
She's the real deal.
Holly has a lot of respect.
Look at the size of this fucking guy.
Wow.
Holy Samoan.
Look how sexy she is.
Motherfucker from Easter Island?
Yeah, Travis is a. Yeah, he's a big heavyweight man.
That motherfucker's from Tonga.
Because you wonder who is she going to date where guys aren't going to like be disrespectful to the boyfriend. That's who.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's who.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Let me say hi to Dave in Jersey. Go ahead, Dave.
Hey, guys, going back to that Humble Heart stuff, there's a George Jones song called Radio Lover, and if I remember it right, it's basically the plot Jimmy was describing about a Johnny Cash song where he records his bit and goes home to catch his wife cheating.
Really?
Oh.
Do you know this, Dennis?
I didn't know the song, no, but that's.
Ooh, we just stumped the DJ.
Well, I didn't know the song, but I knew. But I brought you the story.
Yes, you did.
I didn't know the song, though.
Yes, you did.
Do you know the song? Do we have that song?
And it's based on the murder?
That's what Dave in Jersey's saying.
Man.
I don't know if it's based on it, but it's got the same plot, so I don't know when it was written, if it was written after, but...
Let me hear a little of this.
I want to see the music video.
Your heart loves.
Ooh, what does my heart love?
Fish.
Fish.
Jesus.
I love
fish.
I love a good goldfish, though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, those gold. You know, I used to like to lick them and sniff them when I ate them.
Oh,
They smell like
God, why-
salt.
Did you?
It just smells like salt.
lick and sniff them?
It smells like just dough. It doesn't smell like anything.
I just like to bite them open, the little ones. I like the salty taste, too, on the tip of your tongue.
He went home and shot her in the cunt. He went home and shot her in the cunt. She fucked around, she got what she had coming. He went home and shot her in the cunt. Everybody. Where's my 38? She's taking dick in our marital bed. And then he went back and played a Beatles song. I've just shot a face. Oh, oh no. Oh no. There's another man inside.
in bed as her DJ tells her that he loves her.
Oh no. But all she can hear is the other man's hands on her ears.
She wasn't there alone.
Oh, so the first anniversary, you're going to tape the show.
For the night of their first anniversary.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
He bought her a bullet.
He could be home.
Oh,
Jimmy
no.
said.
Oh no. I thought you said you didn't like it in the ass. Why are you letting him put it there?
Put it there.
I thought you said you didn't like it in the ass. Why are you letting him put it there? I'd pre-tape my show. You should know more about technology, you stupid cheat. Yeah. I might not have killed you if he was a white man. I can never unsee this. Oh no.
Good God Almighty.
Yeah, your vagina has Bubba Smith's arm in it. I can never unsee this.
This song should be in heavy rotation. I don't know why it's not.
So when did that song come out? What year?
Who gives a fuck what year?
No, I want to know.
1983.
After everything going on in the studio,
Well,
you
no,
need
no,
to know
no.
what year the
He's a
song.
radio man. He needs to know this kind of
Denny
thing.
needs the facts.
Oh my god!
1983, Denny.
And released on Arista. Is that
The only one in the room that's not reacting to what Jimmy was doing.
No, I
It's
was.
just
I was-
stone face.
He was taking
Denny
it
was
in.
reacting,
laughing.
but he was reacting in his pants. He was developing a little tent at the storyline. He liked the old cuckold.
Man. I didn't know it was so
Denny
much
brought us
cheating.
that story.
Good
Story by
job, Denny. Good job.
Thank you, guys.
And the year for that song is Who Gives a
1983.
Fuck? Oh, 1983.
A little
Is it really?
song called "You Never Let Me Put It There," and in parentheses, "I wouldn't have shot you if he was a white man." George Strait.
George. That was a good. I thought it was before 83, though. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
you'd think so.
I thought it was
You know.
70s at best.
Yeah, yeah.
That came out the same year as Thriller.
Oh, your pussy's at one water fountain and your boyfriend's at the other.
It can reach.
Why'd you have to take one of them as your lover?
Oh my
Oh,
god!
now I understand why your nipples would always smell of cocoa butter.
Cocoa butter.
Dave and
Or
Jersey.
why you'd always get damp when we heard Scatman Crothers. Bang, bang, bang. I wouldn't have shot you dead if he was a white man. Even I'm not brave enough to say, you're something, lover.
This is a nigga lover, Jimmy.
I know. I didn't want to get fired. I don't want to get fired.
You gotta go from the heart, Jimmy.
I know. I'd rather go from the heart, but I have a mortgage to pay. No, I got it. It was a bit. It was a joke. No, I got it. We got to let you go. With Scott, I was just, no, I got it. I got it. But he could have said something else. I got it. With Scott, I was just, I got it. I get fired.
You see him at the Super Bowl in the press box with Lady Gaga?
Scott was there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Always looking out for the talent.
Wait, with Lady Gaga.
Good for him.
Yep.
Living it up, huh?
I want to thank Dave and Jersey for turning us on to Radio Lover by George Jones.
Yeah.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah, Radio Lover.
Ah, you don't have to find the video.
Yeah, wow.
That's more inside. Whatever. We got Rick Springfield coming in, 15 minutes? He's a little late. Should we take a break or should we keep going? What should we
break.
do?
I got to tinkle.
Let's go tinkle then.
Denny, you ought to stay for this. You're a big music guy. You like Rick Springfield. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, I do.
Come on, Denny.
Yes, I do.
Stick around.
What would your Rick Springfield question be?
What would my Rick Springfield question? If you go back to his first song, because when he was confused with, a lot of people used to confuse him with Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah.
So I think he had a record called "I'm Not Bruce" or something.
You mean he's not the same person?
I never knew
White
he was
people.
confused for Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, because of the name.
They're not the same person?
No, they're not.
Denny will sit where.
Rick
okay, if Denny
Springfield,
sits
Bruce
where.
Springsteen. Like, all right.
Maybe
Wait,
you
which
can
one
say
had
that.
the great video with Pete Dominic? Ricky! Fucking Ricky!
Pete Dominic was
No, Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson.
Fucking Rick. That was Rick Springfield.
That was Rick Springfield.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
I remember I saw
young-
that video online, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That made me
We'll
laugh
tweet
so
that out
hard.
again.
That stupid Pete Davidson. Fucking Rick is the long
Fucking
one.
Ricky!
We didn't really know I didn't know Pete Davidson that well at that point.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, really?
this kid rocks.
Oh, he's the best.
He wasn't having it.
Fucking Rick.
Yeah.
Fucking Rick. Fucking Rick. Yeah.
Can you play that?
Pete's a good boy.
Just play it. It's 15 seconds.
That made me laugh.
We'll tweet this video out.
Yes.
I wasn't afraid of any type of antidepressants.
I'm on Lexapro. I've been on Lexapro since I was like 10.
Okay.
Well, you what are you, not 12? So it's probably not affecting you.
Hey, fucking Rick!
Hey, fucking Ricky, fucking Rick. Oh, one more time for that one. God damn it. Pete made me laugh.
It tickles me.
Not affecting you.
Hey, fucking Rick!
I want that to be my ringtone.
Look how well, you fucking exploded on that, Jimmy.
It made me laugh
It's
so
Pete
hard.
Davidson's fist, though. Going in circles.
But watch Pete smile melt away immediately.
Play the whole thing.
Yeah. Watch Pete not laugh.
Start from the beginning again. It's only 15 seconds.
I wasn't afraid of any type of antidepressants.
I'm on Lexapro. I've been on Lexapro since I was like 10.
Okay.
Well, you what are you, not 12? So it's probably not affecting you.
Hey, fucking Rick!
Yeah, that really tickled me.
Oh,
Was that his first appearance in here?
It might have been.
I think it was.
No.
and I think it was, and he was really intimidated being here.
Pete wasn't.
Pete
handled it.
I don't think Pete was intimidated.
He said after the fact, he was really nervous. He was big fans of it.
Yeah, we didn't pick up on that, but oh my god, Pete was just trying to share a little bit,
and Rick attacked him.
Yeah, he wasn't having that shit.
Old man Rick jumped in the little boy face.
We liked Rick in here.
Nah, he seems a cool dude.
Yeah, Rick's Is he going to perform a song?
He's got some
what
pussy in
movie
his.
did he do?
What pussy stories he told
just
you?
did
With Meryl Streep.
Yeah,
Ricky and the Flash.
Ricky and the Flash.
Oh right,
Oh, that's right.
That was
That's why he was in.
How much puss you think he touched?
I don't know. I think
Some famous puss. Did he share stories?
we could ask him when we go
Let's
down
get him
the road.
talking today.
Yeah, let's get him talking.
I want
Want
to
some
tinkle.
pussy stories out of this
Yeah, we're gonna
motherfucker.
tinkle. That movie didn't do well, huh?
No.
It's the only Meryl Streep movie that didn't do well.
It still might though, because they're going to play the shit out of it on airplanes and on demand.
My wife watched that on the Apple TV. So he's like a big time singer, like in real life, and he's like her. You know, he's in a band with Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep sings like 5 full songs in the movie.
Yeah.
Well, she's talented.
But you know, there are other people there that are real singers.
Nobody wants to hear her sing.
Yeah,
Nobody
5
wants to hear her sing.
It's not even like she starts a song, then they cut to the next scene. 5 complete songs.
She sang in Sophie's Choice, which was good. No, not that
one. Give me a song she sang instead of the trailer.
Would you give it
Is
to her,
up
Jimmy?
there, maybe?
What's that?
Meryl Streep, will you still give it
Out of respect, I might. I mean, she sang that one song on The Deer Hunter. Oh, my boyfriend's losing weight. We all know why. See, she was dating John Cazale at the time. Cancer humor.
Wow. Holy shit.
Who are you?
I don't know. I'm going to Maine on Thursday. I got to pick.
Oh, right. Maine on Thursday.
Yeah, Maine on Thursday, Boston Friday.
I just got a text from Vinny Brand. I'm a yapper.
Yes, you're yapping through in text right now, you son of a bitch.
And then he writes, thanks for the mention. My biggest credit to date. We got to get Vinny in here. He is a
Vinny's
yapper.
great. Vinny's
That's a day off for
great.
everybody else when you put Vinny on your radio show. Day off.
Yeah, that's son of a bitch. Better give me a date at Stress Factory.
You fucking sit here and just enjoy. Get Sherrod Small at the fucking Stress
Yeah,
Factory.
I've been in the factory in a minute.
You racist?
Then I think about it.
That's some racist shit right there.
As soon as I get there, I'm going to beat all 5 of his kids. Kick all his kids in the stomach.
I think he's up to like 7 or 8, isn't he?
Is he?
I don't know.
He fucks like a real Catholic man, don't he?
Yes, he does.
They don't never wear condoms.
You and Kurt tonight, Race Wars,
Yes.
7 o'clock on this fine channel.
It's going to be a good show tonight, man.
With Mike Bichetti and
Bichetti and Stacy.
Pressman or Pressman? Is it Press or Pruss?
Pruss.
I think it's
like
Pruss.
Russ, but yeah, it's Pressman.
I think
That's what
it's
I thought.
Pressman. And she's the one that's responsible for Bichetti losing all that weight, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, there you go.
We're gonna have fun tonight.
It's Pressman. Stacy Pressman.
Well, Jimmy was saying Pressman. Press, like it was an E in there somewhere.
It's Press with a U? Or is it Pruss with a U?
No, it's a different girl, Irene, that helps.
Oh,
that helped Mike lose weight?
Well, he's always mentioning the Pressman, too, so, okay.
Yeah, she's really funny.
Yeah, they're inseparable.
Oh.
Yeah, they're like Laverne and Shirley, Cagney and Lacey, Skarsky and Hutch.
Travis helped me out with the Springfield, Rick Springfield thing.
What?
One of the greatest Star Wars collection ever.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean?
Valued at something like $500,000.
Who, Rick?
Rick Springfield.
He has a Star Wars
that.
collection?
I didn't
What?
know that. Yes.
I didn't know that either.
We'll have to ask him about that shit.
Why was he never in the movie then?
I don't know. Which
He
movie?
likes the toys more than the movies.
You would think that he would get a guest spot on something.
Springfield
Strikes Back. He was big.
The prequels? Everybody. Sam Jackson was in the prequels.
Yeah, he
Put
had a
in,
big part.
Well, we'll ask him. Maybe he tried. Or maybe he was. Maybe he was a stormtrooper or something.
Maybe he auditioned.
Maybe he snuck in there and then doesn't want anyone to know.
He was in Battlestar Galactica.
There
The
you
original
go.
one in the 70s.
That's why.
That's why.
That's why.
He was into it.
No, those two
they kept
camps
him
don't
out.
hang out.
Yeah.
that you get
can't-
banned.
You can't mix worlds.
They
Those
Bloods
two
and
camps
Crips.
don't hang out.
Yeah.
Bloods and Crips shit.
See, I know
for
all,
geeks.
I know all this shit. I have the Star Wars collection at home. I want to know what he has.
All right.
You into Lost in Space, the TV show?
Oh God,
I like that show.
Dennis. Well, what is that?
I like that one. We're talking about
What can we do with
science
that?
fiction
Let him
stuff.
live. What year was that out, Dennis?
That was in the 60s.
Did you just say
In the 60s?
Yeah.
Black and white?
Lost in Space,
The first few seasons were black and white.
Yeah.
Was Batman on by then? The Batman TV show?
Batman was after.
That's the whole Danger Will Robinson thing.
Yeah.
With the robot.
That
and
awful world with the- That's where it all began, though. It all began right there.
Yeah, possibly. All right.
I I know the fans remember
The
this shit.
Robinson family.
Yes, yes, Dennis.
Supposed to be like the Swiss family Robinson.
Yes.
I love some space shit.
Yes.
I don't care what it is. If you got a robot and some space shit, I'll sit down and watch it. I don't care how awful the robot. Look at that robot. That shit look like a broken microwave.
We're still in the air because Dennis has just brought up Lost in Space.
Oh, cool. Jimmy Robinson. That's where I got my little name from when I was a boy.
Really?
Jimmy Robinson, of course. Jimmy Robinson hated, and my little fantasy self, we hated Jimmy Norton together.
Jimmy Robinson was the older one, right? The older brother.
Maybe.
Because I was when
Wait,
they
what?
was,
When I was a kid, I had a play friend, an imaginary friend named Jimmy Robinson who wore a cape. And I was whoever in my fantasy, but me and Jimmy Robinson hated Jimmy Norton.
So you and your imaginary friend hated you?
Yeah, but I don't know who I was in the moment, but I was just me, like the entity me existed.
Yeah.
Jimmy Robinson with the cape was my friend, but it was just me in a cape.
Right.
Jimmy Robinson was just my face in a cape, but better looking, and we hated Jimmy Norton.
Did Jimmy Robinson talk to you?
Well, yeah, we were friends.
I know, but what? I'm wondering what his voice sounded like. Like, is
Don't
it one
remember.
of your? What if it's like one of your characters?
Oh, he sounded like this. He had gone to a concert the night before and he couldn't really talk. He was out at a late party having fun. He couldn't really understand. It was cheddar biscuits.
Cheddar biscuits.
Cheddar biscuits. Do
You don't
like cheddar
remember?
biscuits?
I love cheddar biscuits.
You don't remember what he sounded like, though.
I do not. No, it might have even been the actual boy, Jimmy Robinson. Let me see
Yeah.
his picture.
Wally Cox was in that.
Wait. What?
Wally Cox.
Wally.
Rick is a block away. Okay. Wally Cox is a little Marlon Brando Wally Cox story you might want to look up.
What's that?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
What's
you
the
don't, you don't
story?
know who Wally Cox
No,
is?
the peepers. The picture of the dick in his mouth, Brenda, they said it might not be him.
Yeah.
Wait, the dick in his mouth.
There's a picture of Brando with a dick in his mouth, and they're saying that it's possibly Wally Cox, his friend / roommate back in the day, the early days. Of
Roommate
Hollywood.
like Abraham Lincoln had that roommate when they played with dicks in the mouths?
Abraham Lincoln had one of those.
You got to PBS it, baby.
I never heard that.
Had a friend he used to sleep with in that cabin, B.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
four scoring. Oh.
Wow.
Wait, let me see the picture of the cock in the mouth. Where's that?
It's got to be online.
Is that a thing?
Go Wally Cox Brando.
How the fuck do y'all?
Wally COX Brando.
Look
I
at
haven't
everybody
thought
in the
about
room
this
getting
in
uncomfortable.
years.
Everybody's getting uncomfortable in here because they don't want to see a dick in a man's mouth. Grow up, boys.
We're all right.
I'm
with
uncomfortable
that,
with his bad
all right.
Googling skills. Hurry up, find it.
All right, we might
What's
have to
the
try to
hold
find
up?
this during the break because it's all black and white photos of the two hanging out.
So is his dick in Marlon Brando's
I saw the
mouth?
picture back in the day.
Oh, God. Yep.
You found it.
You found it?
How would Brando allow that photo to be snapped?
Send it to me, Joe.
Because it was the 50s.
No, he would. You know what I mean? How would he let
When you
them-
were able to keep some of this
I
shit
don't
on the
know.
QT?
No. I'm saying how. Oh, okay.
I would imagine like
I've seen the photo.
I haven't.
You've seen the photo too, Jimmy?
Yeah.
Send it over.
I haven't
Yep.
seen the photo in many years.
Do I see it? I don't even think it exists. It can't.
Right there.
What?
There you go. Wow.
That's like a black dick in his
It
mouth.
does look like a black dick in his mouth.
That's a black dick in his mouth.
I don't know.
I
if
think
that's-
it's a trumpet.
Well, that's a veiny trumpet.
Is that Brando? He does have he's a bushy eyebrowed
That
man.
looks like a Brando.
Huh.
I don't know. Has it ever been proven to be a Brando?
Why would he allow that?
That like a black dick in his mouth.
Yeah, it was weird too because you're an errand boy. Are you an assassin? I'm a soldier. You're neither. You're an errand boy.
Happy Black History Month.
Oh no, whose dick is that? Sidney Poitier. Oh no, and the caption gives it away. Congratulations on the Oscar.
Wally Cox wasn't a black guy. That's a black dick.
Mr.
It might just be the shading. Yeah,
It might be the-
they called me. Hello, Mr. Tibbs. I'm gonna suck your dick. You're a great Philadelphia police officer. Mr. Tibbs, just pardon my tonsils.
Now we know why he talked like that. He already had something in his mouth.
That's why Mr. Tibbs, that's why he had the confidence to slap that old white man back. Because he
that
knew
was great.
Brando was choking on his dick in the back of that greenhouse.
The greatest.
Oh, Mr. Tibbs.
All right.
Mr. Tips.
I never even. This is weird. What? Put that up on
I
the
finally
website.
got something you don't know
I
about.
never knew about this.
There you go. There you go.
What?
Supposedly Wally Cox's roommate, Brando's roommate, back a long time ago. We should take a break before.
So wait,
that,
who
yeah.
took the picture, Ope?
I haven't.
Because there's got to be a room full of people in here. This ain't like now you selfie in
When
it.
I was coming into work today, I didn't think we were going to talk about Marlon Brando with a dick in his mouth.
Well, you didn't read the prep sheet.
You forgot how to drink.
So this is something I remember from many, many years ago, but I don't remember the backstory as much anymore.
How is this not a big thing?
I remember, I think that they were roommates in Hollywood in the early years before Brando became Brando.
West Hollywood?
And the rumor is that's Wally Cox's dick in Brando's mouth. That's all I remember. Rick
And his name was
decided.
Wally Cox?
Wally Cox.
His cock's in Brando's mouth.
Oh, yes,
it's
it
Wally
is.
First
Cox.
published
Somebody-
in 2004.
Listen, Springfield just arrived, and I do got to take a leak. So
Yeah.
we can go back to this, no fucking problem.
Unbelievable.
We'll get the backstory on that picture after we talk to Rick Springfield about his Star Wars collection.
Wow.
So why don't
He's
we...
a big Star Wars guy. Yeah, I have a bunch of
Thanks,
stuff.
Dennis Falcone. We're going to
Let
take
Dennis
a...
stay for this.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, why don't you stay?
I'd like to stay.
But you got to
I'll sit in the back.
I like Jimmy like this.
you got to find your own fucking seat, though.
I'll sit in the back. It's okay.
No, you
No,
should adjust.
No, in the back. Rosa parks it.
We'll give him a seat at the
move.
big table, yes. All right, Rick Springfield next.
We've been talking to Rick Springfield for 40 minutes during the break.
Yeah.
That's
came in
Star
on the break,
Wars,
yeah.
what to eat, what not to
Well,
eat.
the problem is, I would love to talk to Rick Springfield. He's a fascinating guy,
Yeah.
but we want to do it on the radio. We just did a 20-minute conversation with Rick
wasted it.
Springfield.
I'm walking out to pee, and all of a sudden Rick just walks in. I'm like, oh, someone brought him in. I was like, we're going on a break. I feel bad.
Yeah, that's why we like having you guys in as, we come back from break, because then we could do all the stuff we just did, and it'll feel kind
Talk
of like a
about it.
natural conversation.
So people could actually hear what we're saying.
Yeah, in the background is "Light This Party Up," which is your single from your did you do a whole album? I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a whole album called
Okay.
it's called Rocket Science.
Right,
It
Rocket
comes out
Science,
today,
right here, yeah.
I'm a little off today because I've been out with the flu, so I'm
It's all
usually a
good.
little more prepared than this, Rick. But I do know you have a new song out, "Light This Party Up," and it's off Rocket Science, which is your 18th studio album.
Yeah.
Damn.
18 albums for Rick
Damn,
Springfield.
Rick.
Can you remember every song you've ever written?
Yeah,
Like, if anyone yells, you can sing every one of them?
Oh no, dude! I have a prompter on stage for Jesse's Girl.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Phillips girl.
Sorry.
Well, that's okay as long as you don't go Jesse's. Wait a minute, because
A couple of times I've messed it up, but no, I can't remember songs really. Actually, we do a fan event every year. Where this year we're doing it in the Bahamas at the Atlantis.
Okay.
And people can come down and we spend 5 days drinking and partying at the fan event, and they'll bring books of my lyrics with chords and everything, so I can sing whatever they request. I'll sit around the pool just playing guitar and.
What's the one song you didn't really remember for real? That's one of your bigger ones. There's no way you forgot Jesse's Girl.
No. I can remember all the old lyrics. That's not really a problem because we still do them, so much on stage. Although I do a lot of the new stuff. I always need lyrics for the new stuff. But if someone holds a sign up and I read the sign, try to read the sign while I'm singing,
It'll throw you off.
it fucks you up.
I've actually done that with Jesse's Girl. I actually completely just.
What's on that sign that it's freaking you out so much?
Just think of a song,
because
right?
I can't read the sign, and also remember it just messes with that automatic loop thing, where the lyrics come on automatically.
Are there ever songs you want to do that are like really obscure songs? You're like, hey, maybe it was the third song on your second album or something that you don't know if the fans will remember, but you just can't do it because it's not well known enough.
There are, I believe in entertaining the audience, and I've been to concerts where bands go, okay, we're going to play a whole new album now.
Right.
And it's a yawn fest. No matter how great the music is, live is not a great way to hear an album for the first time. So I want to play new music, so we have a new album out. I play 4 new songs, but I pepper them between the ones that people paid to come here,
Do you say, all right, here's a new one, and no matter who the band is, whenever you go, all right, we're going to do one off the new album, the enthusiasm always drops, no matter who the musician is, because people just don't know it yet.
Yeah, I actually, a long time ago, I was at an Elton John concert, and he played a new song, and I went to the bathroom, and it was a line, and a guy in front of me turned around and goes, new song, huh?
I once saw Neil Young, and he did all obscure stuff, and a lot of the people did not know he was doing a lot of obscure stuff, mostly obscure stuff, including myself. And this guy behind me was a huge Neil Young fan, but not for the obscure stuff. He was there for the hits. Song after song, you hear this guy getting fucking...
Pot of gold, for crying out loud!
He finally stands up, this is for real, and yells, how about one for us, Neil?
Yeah.
He was so fucking mad that Neil Young wasn't playing any of his hits.
Yeah, I kind of get it from an artist perspective, but I also get it from the audience perspective too. I mean, but there are bands that I love. Like there's a Australian band called The Church who had Under the Milky Way.
Yeah,
right?
what a great song.
Yeah, but they've got a huge catalog, and they'll play, going to play a whole album, but I know them and love them so much, I would know every song off that album, so it'd be really interesting to hear, but the majority of people wouldn't.
I guess, with concert tickets so expensive, if Neil said, and maybe he did and I just didn't know, that tonight, this is
a no-hit show.
This is for the real hardcore fans. I'm doing a special show where, you're not going to hear Heart of Gold and Old Man and the rest of them.
Yeah,
then that would be okay.
You definitely should. You should put that in the ad, because it is a big deal. I can't remember when I had enough energy to go out and see a live show. Honestly, you got to plan it. You got to, get a dog sitter or a babysitter. You got to get in the car. You got to drive there. You got to, sit there and stand in line to go to the bathroom and get back in the car. That's a big friggin' deal.
This guy wasn't having it. It's one of my favorite memories of going to shows ever.
What?
He's him standing up and just really mad, just saying, "How about one for us?" Like Neil was just up there playing shit for himself.
I'm sure Neil took it well, right?
Well, there's also guys like Bruce Springsteen who are known for doing that. Like Bruce will do weird songs all the time, or songs that he hasn't done in 20 years. So that's kind of different. If you fans know,
but
he's
he'll
going to
do it amongst also all the songs that everyone wants
he's
to
still
hear,
playing Thunder Road every night and Born Around.
But he'll do that so people aren't shocked by it.
That's actually a good, a great thing for the fans that have come and seen you. Like that's their 30th concert. They love that kind of stuff. That's what keeps them coming back.
Right, they might hear one that they haven't heard.
Yeah.
There's songs I'll see if I go to see a band I love and they'll play something I haven't heard ever. I'm like, oh my God, I'm finally hearing this song live.
Yeah.
Oh, if you're really into a band, then you definitely want to hear some deep cuts in between all the songs
there's just always levels of fans at a concert. There's the hardcores, there's the ones who know, a lot of the hits and some lesser ones, and then there's the ones that come for Jesse's Girl.
That's all they want to hear.
Yeah,
right?
that's all they want to hear.
Did you ever in your career have to play Jesse's Girl twice?
I did actually, and I played it at it was a birthday party. This wealthy guy in Nashville.
Was he in Los Angeles? There was a drug dealer I knew in Los Angeles. He had an Asian kid named Cosmo. He used to hang out with, and he loved you. He claimed to know you. Anybody know that? Ricky Springfield, friend of mine. You know that
guy? Oh yeah, Ricky Springfield.
You remember that in fucking Boogie Nights? Greatest cameo in history.
Yeah, yeah.
You had to play Jesse's Girl twice.
Yeah, it was a birthday party or something, and it was a small group. The guy just hired like a private show for his wife.
Small group, big check.
At least,
yeah.
But at least you have other songs. I saw Modern English once. I'll Melt With You.
Right.
They start with I'll Melt With You. Then they played some crap for about 20 minutes and then went, oh boy. And they went back into I'll Melt With You.
Yeah.
Yes, they had to.
I'm lucky enough to have had more than one hit, but Jesse's Girl is certainly the big one as far as everyone's concerned. But an artist is fortunate to have a song like that.
Hell yeah.
That kind of goes beyond just being, a hit that year.
Right.
But it's I have ADD. Sorry, I lost my train of thought completely.
Right. That's fine.
Hey, look at that pretty blue screen! Wow, that's awesome.
I know you're probably tired of talking about Star Wars, but I'm not even a huge fan of the movie. But I'm fascinated with the fact that you have an amazing collection.
It's kind of freaky. I've become the poster boy for the geek.
That's great.
How much pussy did this collection cost you?
Girls are not interested in that. Oh, thank you so much.
But don't you pretty much have the top Star Wars collection?
I have for the figures, for the Star Wars figures, the old 70s, 80s figures. I have what they call Holy Grail figures. I have the Jawa in the plastic cape, which is, I know people's eyes are rolling back in their head right now about this, but Star Wars toy fans are insane about this.
I want to see pictures of them.
Wait, this is the ones. These are the little short ones, the tiny ones. They're the plastic front, the cardboard back.
Yep.
The original ones.
That's it.
That's the one.
Badly painted. Really, really expensive figures.
Then they hand paint though. Were those hand painted?
Yeah, they're like their eyes like up here in the forehead.
Yes.
Oh God! Enjoy the lead poisoning.
Are they in the
Enjoy the lead poisoning?
And they're in the package. I mean, that's why they're worth something, because I left them in the package.
And you have a nice hard plastic cover around them.
Well,
right?
you got to get them graded. Like all really, really cool shit. You got to get them graded. So I actually,
I love it.
I mean, this stuff I paid $1 for. That's worth $8,000 now.
Wow!
And none of them. Let me me say this: none of them are in my house, so don't come knocking. They're all in a vault at the bank.
But do you enjoy them that way? Like I'm a collector too. Like I like to save things. A bit of a hoarder when it comes to
But you
things
want to
I
see
like.
them, don't you?
But I want to see them. Like
I do. I miss them a bit. You know, I mean, I pulled them out for this show, but I do have other stuff that I collect that is pretty awesome, way more awesome than the Star Wars stuff. But I have them.
Like what?
Yeah, you can't just say that.
Plus, is it women?
Yeah, it's women. How did you
How many
guess?
things did you touch, man? I just want to know the stories. Let's get down to the brass tacks. I know you touched everything. Everybody who ever been on Love Boat and shit like that. Who did you smash who we wouldn't think you smashed?
I don't know if he's going to give us
Are you
names.
asking me or Rick?
I'm talking both.
Well, I've been married for 35 years, so I can't tell you.
So before that, your wife knew you had a penis before her?
But 35 years.
I actually don't remember. I know.
Somebody from the Brady Bunch?
No.
Alice?
Marsha, nigga?
Susan George actually did Straw Dogs. I think I did her.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That was
See?
a good movie.
See, there we go. Now we getting somewhere.
Yeah, but I was hoping for Dustin
The Blondie from Straw Dogs?
Yeah.
She's
Straw
a
Dogs. She was hot.
hottie.
Yeah, the English girl. She was hot.
I remember
Oh,
Susan.
you smashed that? How was it, Rod? How was it, Rick? Was it good?
Let me see.
Let me smell your finger.
Honestly, dude, it was so many years ago.
I still want to smell your fingers, remnants.
Susan George.
There
There
you
you
go.
go.
There you
All
go.
right. He answered your question, though. God,
That's
God
awesome.
bless,
Look how hot she was.
God bless Rick Springfield for
Yeah.
answering the question. I remember her, Susan George.
Oh my god.
Hey,
In that movie, she was good, too.
Actresses are pretty
Easy?
I know when I was on General Hospital with a ton of beautiful girls.
Okay, here we go.
But when
Luke, Laura?
No, when you work with someone, for me, suddenly the desire kind of goes out the window. I don't know, because working with them day after day, you know, I was raised with just another brother, so I was Madonna whore complex for the longest time. You know, they're either goddesses or, you know,
Horse.
it was hard for me to get to the real human being, and if I should have grown up with a sister, would have made me a much better human being.
Yeah, I grew
Noah
up
Drake,
with
that
two.
was you.
What's that?
Noah Drake?
That's me. That was Noah Drake. Yeah, he never pulled his sleeves down ever.
Nope.
Ever. No.
Wait, was that before you sang, or were you doing?
No, God, I've been singing since I was 14
But I
years
mean,
old.
you weren't famous Rick Springfield then. You were just coming up.
This I would by this scene I was famous.
Oh, you
yeah.
were? Okay.
But it was a serendipitous thing. I actually
Look at you.
I actually had Jesse's Girl.
He was running
and
through it,
Working
son.
Class Dog in the can, and the record company was dragging their feet to release it, and so I took this, thinking there would be no possible link out.
Wait,
Only blue-haired ladies watched soap operas, and Jesse's Girl became a hit at the same time that this became the biggest show of the summer.
Let's slow down for a second here. You did not tell that story last time you were here. So you had Jesse's Girl in the can, and
The
they
whole
would
album,
release
Working
it.
Class Dog, was in the can.
For how long?
They were going to release it, and then they kept, because it was ballads and disco still on the radio. You know,
Right,
it was
yeah.
coughing up blood and dying.
What
but
year
it
is
was
Jesse's Girl again?
What's
For
that?
reference, what year did it first
80,
come out?
80, I think. But I wrote in
1980.
79 or late 70, early 79, late 78. But it was already recorded, and RCA kept dragging their feet and releasing it because they didn't know what to do with it, because it was a guitar-based pop album, and that the radio wasn't playing that.
Right.
You know, I mean, Jesse's Girl was one of the first guitar-based songs that people heard on the radio after disco and ballads had dropped dead. You know, and so they were dragging their feet, and I'm saying, because I'd had 3 albums that had failed, and I said, this one's going down too. God damn it! And I'd been acting since '75, so this part came up, and I wasn't really interested in it. I said, I'll read for it, and I got it, which is generally what happens when you're not, you don't
give a fuck. Yep.
I got it, and I was humming and high. Should I take it or not? And I didn't have any money, and they offered like $500 a show or something, which is more money than I'd ever seen in my life. So I said, well, it's, Keith Olsen, who produced Jesse's Girl, was saying, dude, don't take it. This is a great record. You don't need this soap opera. But I was thinking, it's a bunch of old blue-haired ladies that watch this show. They're not going to be listening to rock radio, so they're not going to know it's the same guy, not going to hear anything. Then I got the show, and then arbitrarily, the record company decided to release the record. Nothing to do with each other. The producer, Gloria Monty, came up to me like 3 weeks on the show and said, I hear you're also a singer. So I said, dude, I'm not singing on the show. I'm already, it's already lack of credibility being a doctor on this show. so I said no, but then and then people started putting the two together. This new doctor on the show that they liked was also the guy that sang this song that they liked on the radio. It was completely arbitrary, serendipitous, wasn't meant to happen, and just came out and
both were massive.
Yeah.
How many days a week were you doing on the thing? Were you doing 5 days a week?
I could do 5, but I was also touring on the weekend. Once the record hit, I started to say, give me some extra days out. When instead of negotiating for more money, I was still, getting days out so that I could go tour some more, because the record was starting to really take off. And that was my first love, was writing and recording.
Wow.
That's a pretty rigorous schedule, man. These soaps are notoriously hard to do.
Dude, I would finish on a Friday night, jump. This is when planes flew all night before 9/11, right? I'd jump on a plane Friday night, fly to a gig, do a gig Friday night, and sometimes get in late, and I'd be going on 11 o'clock, and there'd be kids stamping, saying, getting angry. Fly somewhere else. Saturday do a gig. Fly somewhere else. Sunday do a gig. Then late Sunday night or early Monday morning, fly back and walk on the set.
Y'all taped that where? And General Hospital was taped where?
Was in L.A.
That's a pretty good kiss thing you guys are doing.
This kiss shot, they're replaying and replaying.
That's
I'm getting kind
great.
of nauseous.
No, that's really good.
But with that schedule, how did you learn your lines? Probably on the planes?
It was tough. Yeah, it was brutal for me. Back then, I had a road manager who actually, I made him talk in a high falsetto voice when it was a girl. And he'd be sitting there going, "Oh, no, you're so hot." And so I learned my lines on the plane on the way, because you couldn't learn them more than a couple of days ahead, because every show basically repeated the same scene, because all they had was talking. There's no action, and it's the most difficult acting for me. All it was line memorization for me.
And the amount of dialogue you guys went through was
they hand you 30 pages. They once handed Jackie Zeman and me a 5-page scene and said, we're shooting this in 20 minutes. It was insane, dude.
Well, you were allowed to go. Wow. Hopefully, they understood if you just kind of paraphrased. I mean, there's no way you could get every line right.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you could paraphrase. And
do they have all sorts of cue cards all over the place?
Well, they don't now. Which, and I went back for the 50th anniversary just for fun, for a couple of episodes. But when I was doing it regularly, I was on there for 18 months through 88.
Oh, that's all it was.
That's amazing.
Yeah, but it was such a giant show.
Yeah.
It was during Luke and Laura's marriage.
Yes,
and we it was the biggest show on television.
Easily.
And it was the only time that happened. Really, and so they'd have rolling cue cards, and I had to get good at peripherally seeing the red light on my camera over the other actor's shoulder go off. And I'd instantly go to the cue cards to read my next line. So it was hell for another actor, because I wasn't relating at all to him.
Right.
Once I delivered my line and saw the red light go off, I go over to the cue card to read my next line. So I'd be ready to, when the light came on, I'd be looking at her or him to deliver the next line.
But wasn't that what they were doing to you too?
Wow. Yeah, and they were doing it too. But, that's what I said. It's about, for me, it was very fake acting, because it was line memorization. And line memorization, people always say, oh, it must be so hard to be an actor. How do you memorize all those lines? Well, memorizing lines as an actor is like picking up a hammer to build a house. It's just the initial first thing you have to do.
Sure.
You have to connect. You have to make the lines real and live as much as you can. And so it was very much anti that for me.
I played a doctor on a soap, but I was only 2 episodes. It was just a lot of work.
What was it?
You did?
Yeah, I played Dr. Edgar Glum. he was a sex symbol.
He was a sex symbol.
I want to go back to the Star Wars thing for a second. Was this stuff that you were originally bought, or?
Yeah, it was. I loved the movie when it first came out, and I've always been a toy freak. I mean, I have little some old Japanese robots and stuff. I've always loved toys. On the road when the guys would go to the mall, I'd always go to Toys R Us. I just loved toys. And when they came out, I was just old enough to not. I pulled a couple of them out and played with them, and kind of looked over my shoulder to see if anyone was watching, because I was at that age, I was 30, so a little old to play with little weird plastic figures.
By 20 years.
That's great.
Yeah. So I kept them in the packages, because I loved the way they looked, and actually the artwork was cooler than the figures themselves, and that's what they became worth money being in their original packages because every kid took them out and lost the weapons, and
Is that Boba Fett right there that you're holding up?
That's Italian Boba Fett, and there was only one of them in the world when I bought that one. Now there's two. They found a second one.
Wait, you had the only one in the world at one point?
Yeah.
What's the Italian Boba Fett? It's Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
There's an A at the end of his last name.
Instead of a blaster, it's got a little piece of pizza.
How much was it worth when it was the only one, and then how much did it?
Probably half the value now.
I don't know. I mean, I don't remember what I paid for it, but the guy on this documentary, the Rolling Stone documentary, said that he sold it to me, right? I don't remember, but he said he sold it to me, and he wished he still had it because he could sell it for 3 times that now.
How much?
Wait, he said he sold it?
I don't remember. Honestly, I don't remember.
Right.
But there are figures. Like there's one that's worth like $25,000 because there's only 2 in the world, but that's $25,000 to a guy who wants to buy it.
Right.
You know,
that's
not
really,
$25,000 you can just put out in the market.
Listen to me. You should drive the Star Wars fans crazy and play with all of these because you don't need the money. You don't ever need to sell these things.
You would take them out?
Oh, it'd be hilarious.
It would kill him more than it would kill him.
Dude. It's a fact that they're stupid, worth stupid money. That's kind of cool.
Has one of your family members or like a nephew or niece something come in your house and open it and didn't know?
No, but I tell you something. The Blue Stars. That's very rare. But it's not even in the movie. He's not even in the movie.
Jimmy. Okay,
I used to read like all these toy magazines. And there was this one guy he collected old robots, and some of them are worth like a ton of money. The old Japanese robots.
Yeah.
There's one called Mr. Atomic that is a dome-shaped one, and it's probably worth like, when this happened, it's probably worth 10 or 15 grand, right, in a box. You know, this guy divorced his wife.
No.
Yeah, and he came home they were separated, and he got a videotape. Came home and there was a videotape sitting on the kitchen counter.
That's never good.
He put the video. He said, "Watch this." He put the videotape in. It's a videotape of his wife in the kitchen with a baseball bat with his robot on the kitchen, and she is smashing the shit out. There it is, Mr. Atomic, smashing the shit out of it. And this guy. But this guy was very smart. What he did was he sold copies of the videotape with a piece of the broken Mr. Atomic online and made like a fortune.
Oh, really?
Because that's a great story. But that's
is that a really rare? That's a really rare one.
Yeah. That's because they're so old.
I mean,
the
that
tin
wife.
ones are they're from the 50s. The old robots.
I hope that dude was a radio broadcaster.
Humble Harv. Yeah.
Humble Harv. Good old Humble Harv.
To me, that's worse than coming home and finding your wife in bed with another guy.
Why can't you enjoy both? Let me ask you. The Blue Stars? Why weren't they in the movie?
That's the only bootleg that's worth that's interesting to Star Wars guys.
Oh wait, that's a bootleg.
Yeah,
that's
a Turkish bootleg called Uzay. Uzay was a company that made them, and what they did was they took an original figure, molded it themselves, and recast it like another color. That's just the Snowtrooper. Yeah, but the cool thing about them, they put him in absolutely cheesy, like he's standing in orange sherbet in the background. Like you had another one where there was a giant calculator supposed to be a keyboard, operating as shit. Blue Star, Headman, which is the rarest of them all, which I have 1 or 2 copies, is like one of the guards, only they made his head out of metal, took his cape off, and gave him a sword and shield. And this is supposed to be a space guy with a medieval sword and shield. Like? And it's so friggin' cheesy that I love it to death.
Headman?
That one. There he is. Headman.
There he is.
Oh, God.
Headman.
There's only 2 of them?
What?
There's only 2 of them.
There's only 2 of those. Yeah, 2 carded figures. There's a couple of loose ones, but there's only 2 carded.
Carded means it's in the plastic, and it's
carded means in the plastic with the plastic in the plastic stuck to the cardboard.
What's your number one?
I never thought I'd be talking about my Star Wars.
I'm sorry. That's great. That's different. What's your number one the thing that you have in your collection?
Star Wars,
or overall, maybe something else you have. I love knowing what people collect.
About my collection. I have lifeboat plaque number 2 from the Titanic. Number 2 lifeboat. It says SS Titanic.
What?
That's cool.
Where is it?
I got the first one.
It's in the bank vault. It's at the bank in a friggin' in a safe deposit box.
How big is it?
No. It's off the lifeboat. It's
just a little thing off the lifeboat.
Yeah, SS says SS. Not much stuff said SS Titanic,
right?
Because they all said White Star, so they could be interchangeable. I'm a Titanic freak. I love the whole.
Did you see the movie?
I did, yeah. It was awesome. I mean, the whole sinking thing. I love the whole serendipitous shit.
Would you go down and see it?
What's that?
Would you go down and see it?
I would absolutely would go down and
Do
see
they
it.
allow
yeah.
anyone to go to? They're not doing that yet.
They are.
Sure.
I think they're
I'm
still
sure.
doing it. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
but I'd go down in a heartbeat. Well, go down to the Titanic.
Yes.
What was I going to ask you about? Oh, you know what toys I used to like when I was a kid? Mego. Do you know Mego?
Yeah, sure.
Those little the superhero dolls. They were like, it was like the Hulk.
Yes, the Superman and the Hulk and
Dude,
Batman and Wonder Girl and.
I've been looking at them recently. They're way too expensive for me to buy. Some of them are a few grand.
Yeah, yeah.
But look
in
at
the box,
in
they're
the box,
crazy.
they're
Oh, yeah, I used to
amazing.
love
And
those.
a lot of
I
that
used
is
to love
a lot of that is of the love of that stuff is reliving your childhood.
Sure.
Like I
Yeah.
went and rebought all
As
this.
soon as you smell it, it's like
Yeah,
this,
yeah,
holy
yeah.
shit, I'm 3 years old again.
Right,
Or
I had
5.
when I was a kid in England, I was like 8, 9 years old. My parents bought me this thing called electronic periscope. It was a black box and little cheesy thing, grips you pull down, you press a button and this battery operated film strip goes around, you press another button and a red bulb lights up. And I loved that hell out of that. And I found it about 20 years ago again in the box, because the box is a cool thing, because that's what you remember, the great graphics.
Yes.
It's called electronic periscope, and I love that.
That's crazy.
And it's not worth that much money, but it's just,
It brings you back, though.
yeah.
We all have these weird things from childhood that we want or that we lost. You
Yeah.
know what I want to get as an adult? And there's some toy hunter show where they're like, "What would you want?"
It's Craigston. There it is. They're looking for it. Craigston. That's
What is
it
that?
right there. Sorry, I didn't mean to
no,
interrupt.
no,
That's
that's
the
okay.
telescope
That's
thing.
okay.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
pretty
it's
wild.
absolute cheese, but it's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the smell of it, like you said, when
Once
the
you
gears
smell it.
start working and you smell that burning oil.
Yes.
Oh, God, it's awesome.
Are
just like
Lionel
what I-
trains worth a lot or no?
What's that?
Lionel trains worth a lot of money?
Is what?
Lionel trains? Lionel trains?
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, anything old, if it's in great condition, especially if it's in a box, is worth some good money, It's like there are Star Wars figures that are worth, like, you can get them in their package for, like, vintage for, like, $35. It's just because Boba Fett was like, he was the badass guy, so
was great.
and came as a surprise to everybody. So that's why that's worth more than like Princess Leia.
I have a Darth Vader in the package.
Original?
No, the new one.
Oh,
but
the new one.
and
yeah.
I just take
well,
the
people
package.
are going in, going, "Wow, these things are worth." I'm going to buy. It's like
Rick just freaked out.
What's an original Darth Vader worth? They don't worth that much, are they? The original Darth
the
Vader?
new, original Darth Vader in a package, so and in mint condition is like $1,500, $2,000.
Oh, okay.
Nice. We got Dennis Falcone in the studio. You're supposed to ask Rick Springfield a question.
Well, you guys were,
All right, we could get it back to music or something. He's got a new album out.
I love the toys.
I am the musician and an actor.
I just want to make sure we properly promote the
Rick's
album.
new CD, by the way, is called Rocket Science.
Yeah.
And what was the name of the song we played coming
Like This
back?
Party Up.
Like This
yeah,
Party
it was really
Up, yeah.
good.
It's a
And,
good. I like it.
Actually, I wrote that when I was doing I wrote it in Tahiti just before I started shooting the movie with Meryl Streep, the Ricky and the Flash, because they were looking for an original song for her character, and I wrote that for her with her in mind, but it wasn't. It was too kind of rock for her character, and they ended up using a great song that was absolutely, Jonathan Demme, the director, was amazing at that stuff. So I kept it for me.
When you write a song for a movie, I'm always amazed people who do that. You see some footage first, or do you look at a script and what do you do if they say no, we want another direction?
The way I've done it is, you read the script, you see what the character's about. With what I did with that was I knew what the character was about. I knew what her issues were. I knew what she would have said in a song. But and if they'd already had a song actually by the time I delivered it to them. And I was just happy to be in the freaking movie. I'm just happy to be in this movie. I'm also a writer, so here's a song, use it on don't. It's okay.
Right on.
It was fun doing the movie, huh?
Yeah, it was great. It was a great experience. And all top people. Jonathan Demme directed Philadelphia and Silence of the Lambs, and
right.
The script.
Philadelphia was a comedy, correct?
No.
It depends on your view.
Yes. It was actually a legal drama.
Have you kept in touch with Meryl Streep now that the movie's been out there a while?
Jonathan keeps us connected because he's a very social guy, and when something comes up that concerns a film, he always sends out an email to all of us, and keeps us in touch.
So
that
I
way.
mean, you just going, yo, what's up, Meryl?
Yeah,
Meryl,
that's very,
what's up?
sadly,
What's up?
I'll still smash Meryl.
I just come off the movie and went straight out on the road. Yeah, she's pretty awesome.
She's from New York, right? She lived upstate somewhere.
Yeah. And I just come off the movie and went straight on the road with my band. And sadly, Rick Rosas, who played the bass player in The Flash, died like 4 days later. He was Neil Young's bass player, and Bernie Worrell, who from Parliament Funkadelic was the keyboard player, and Joe Vitale is the drummer. Who they're all like all rock and roll Hall of Fame musicians. But Rick died that 4 days later. So I'm sitting around in a bar with my band, right? And the phone rings, and one of my guys goes, "Oh, is it Merrill?" And I looked at the phone, and I go, "Yeah, it is. I got to go and get these guys." And then they went, "Wait, it really is?"
Oh, wow.
And she would call me to tell me, sadly, that Rick had just died.
Horrible.
But yeah,
wow. 4 days later,
I was supposed to do a movie with her.
What happened?
They recast somebody else.
Yeah.
No. It's the something hunter.
The beer hunter.
The beer hunter.
Yeah,
and they
right.
cast somebody else. They said I was too young. I was 10. I said, you can't play a guy in Vietnam. We have a guy named Christopher Walken for that.
They're saying you got to go, Rick.
Yeah.
We're just getting started.
I know. I love
Those
talking to you
toys,
guys.
man. I could talk about those all day. That's so interesting.
I know.
Those Mego. I want Mego dolls.
The smell, I'm telling you, that takes me back.
No, in the box I want
It's the smell. It's the artwork.
The Riddler.
Dennis Falcone, good question.
I was telling these
What?
guys before that when you first came on the scene, a lot of people confused you with Springsteen, and you had a song that you wrote called
She Called Me Bruce.
She called me, and you guys didn't believe me. I believe
She
you
Called
did
Me
that.
Bruce.
That was back in the 70s, right?
I wrote it like 75, 76 because I was in I was going up on an acting gig, right? And I saw this actress across the way who was going to read for this other part, and I said, I know that girl from somewhere, but I'm terrible with names. So I said, I won't look at her so that I don't have to say, "Hi, you, hi, honey," and I'm walking out, right? And I'd see her following me with her eyes, and she goes, "Bruce."
Wow.
I know, and I just kept walking because it was wrong. But it started when he got on the Time magazine cover. The band my band I had at the time, which was 73. One of the guys came, "Dude, you got this whole article in Time magazine." No one ever heard of me back in the 70s. I go, "Really?" And it was Springsteen. And my own band was confusing me with him.
Well, it's embarrassing for the person doing it. Like, let's just say I happened to be in LA one time and I saw Patrick Swayze with a girl coming out of a club. And I'm like, Patrick, have a picture. I'm a big fan. I'm not Patrick. And it was Michael Rooker. Oh, no.
Meryl Streep said that the people sometimes come up to her and say, "You were great in Fatal Attraction." That's Glenn Close.
Wow, yeah, of course.
She goes, "That's not me."
Well, has a girl ever say, "Hey, you're Bruce," and you go like this? "That's right, Bruce."
I heard someone did an interview him, and he said, "Yeah, I used to get confused with Rick in the beginning. I think we got some gigs because they thought I was him."
Fucking take advantage.
All right, listen, Rocket Science, new album out this Friday. We played a little bit of the song. Maybe we'll squeeze in the rest of the song for the
That'd
people.
be awesome.
All right, we'll do that.
You can play it for free as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it's called Light This Party Up. We'll play it into break. Fuck it. Just so we could show you we're not
It's
live.
a short song, 2:30.
And I think you're doing 2 in-store appearances. That's right. Okay, signing this Friday. Best Buy on West Pico Boulevard in Los Angeles at 1, and then Fingerprints on East 4th Street in Long Beach at 7. Nice. That's this Friday with Rick Springfield.
Yeah. And then
Always
we're
a
doing.
pleasure,
There's
bro.
a big '80s show that sold out at the Forum. We're doing with Tears for Fears and and Culture Club and Billy Idol and me and
Missing Persons, Loverboy.
Missing Persons and Loverboy. Yeah.
There's gonna be some tasties in
that's
there.
the I Heart 80s party at the Forum.
Right. I didn't know if you could say another radio station.
Yeah,
you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said that. I wouldn't have said that.
Danny would.
He's
Danny's
old,
very brand
He's
loyal.
old school. We don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
That
Danny's
sounds like
brand
a great show. I wish I could go.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty awesome. We all have a pretty short window.
I used to love Missing Persons when they hit.
Did you? Oh, yeah. Well, they're going to be there.
They had 3 or 4 really good songs.
Yeah.
Anyway, Rick Springfield, thank you so much, sir.
Thanks, guys.
Great
Always a blast. I dig you.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we got stuff on James from...
this is water.
What's from Jesse Owens. Oh, no? He canceled on us?
Canceled.
Why?
He's sick.
Oh,
That son of a bitch!
Maybe we have his girl.
We just found out. He's not coming.
So, Rick, blow off your next interview and hang out with us for another half hour.
I'd love to.
sign my
We're gonna
CD?
go do this.
Hi.
Let's get a.
Yeah, let's take a break. We'll be back. I liked Rick Springfield.
Yeah, it was
great.
cool talking toys with him, talking about me go. How about you go?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Chip.
Come on, Chip.
Me go, you go, we go, right? Trap dog.
I got a sex story out of him.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Susan George, she was all right.
Exactly. Dope. She
Was
has
it
some
Susan
big
George?
ass
Yeah.
titties.
What's the most topical one?
Tiggle bitties.
Yeah, he fucked a girl from Straw Dogs. It's pretty awesome.
What movie was she in? Was it like Dirty
Straw Dogs?
No, after that she was known for. It was like
that Straw Dogs was amazing.
Crazy Harry and Dirty Mary.
Oh, I remember that at the end. The last line of that movie, I remember they go, "Nothing's gonna stop us now," and they fucking get hit by a train.
Yep.
Do you
I
remember
watched that as a kid on Channel 5 on a Saturday afternoon.
Exactly.
It messed me up, man.
And the end of it, I believe, is a freeze frame. That's how they would end films in the 70s.
Yes.
No, nothing can stop us now. And then, like, the photo freezes. Can we look at the end of that? Crazy Mary, Dirty Larry, or Harry? Dirty Larry.
What year was this?
I'm going to guess 74. It's a total guess. I could be wrong.
And she was in that.
Yes.
Crazy Mary, Dirty Larry.
Crazy.
How was the titties?
The 74.
74.
Nailed it.
I want to see the end.
Oh, there she is. Right?
Maybe.
Where's the end? How about last motherfucking scene this shit?
Hold on.
I don't know.
That's not it. That's a motherfucking ad and
University
shit.
of Phoenix.
I don't know if we're going to get the end.
Ending scene.
Ending scene.
Told y'all.
Oh, strong.
Nothing. I don't know why that stuck with me as a kid.
Me too.
Messed me up.
Ain't nothing gonna stop us. It sure looks that way.
The car's on fire. The car hits the train. It explodes, and then the credits roll. They didn't play games in the 70s. When the movie was over, it was fucking over.
That was it.
Get out of the theater. Get out of the theater. That's what that was.
Nothing left to the imagination.
Hey, mister, nothing's going to stop us.
Right.
It don't look like it.
None of this wondering what happens to the characters after the film ends.
That was
No.
dope.
The weird part is the car's on fire, and then the next scene is they're all in a diner with like a little bit of soot on them, like a cartoon.
Boy, that was close.
Yeah.
Ooh, close call.
Wow, wait.
So was a hot thing. That was a hot little thing right there.
Yeah.
Dirty Mary, Crazy Larry.
Crazy.
Hot little tape.
I love the Mego. How about Yuko?
The Kiss Action Figures Mego Toy Company, 1978. The commercial.
Oh, I remember this guy.
Yes, I remember that.
Fuck yeah.
This is Kiss.
My mother be like, that's devil music!
And you can put them in any crazy pose you want.
Fuck yeah. Gene's doing a headstand.
That's not a crazy pose.
I'd love to see Gene do a headstand now and then stand up and his hair is still on the floor.
By
Here's a welcome mat.
Hey, yeah, somebody left a wok on the floor. By the way, Gene Simmons interview. Did I talk about that Dan Rather interview you did with Gene Simmons?
No.
Holy fucking shit. I understand people don't like Gene Simmons because he is pompous. But, man, that interview with Dan Rather.
What year is this?
Probably from last year.
Yeah.
Or 2 years ago.
Last year?
He's sitting there.
Yeah, Rather's still doing it.
And he's talking about his mother and coming from a concentration camp and entering America. And, no, that's not the thing. He's talking, it's in the full interview. Because Gene is he's embarrassingly patriotic.
Right.
Like, he loves fucking America.
Yeah.
You know, Gene is really, that's one thing about Gene.
Oh, America's been good to Gene
Because, people
Simmons.
who come here, and, the parents come here for refuge, and they can prosper. That's a great fucking thing.
Oh, it's like 30 minutes into the interview. Go back a little bit. I'll tell you where it is. If not that you want to know we're seeing this, but you turn the volume on so I can hear a little bit. He's not in makeup. He's just sitting in a chair talking.
Makeup, and he understand.
Wait.
So I put on my silk purple shirt, and my snakeskin boots. It's not a unique story. Many fathers do abandon their families shamefully. My mother was 14 when she was taken to the camps of Nazi Germany.
To the camps.
So throughout my entire life, I never wanted to hurt my mother.
But for so long, you met her, you fell in love with her. Lived
of a toothpaste or toothbrush, and what you want as long as you come to school. There's not a religious person say God works in mysterious ways. That's the coward's way out.
Happened to you in your life.
Personally, I've never had a bad thing happen to me. I haven't had a bad day in my life, not since I came to the Promised Land. And let me tell you something, everybody points to Israel, and yes, I'm proud I'm being there, but the Promised Land is America. In America, Protestants and Catholics live next door to each other. In Ireland, not so good. In the Middle East, Israelis and Arabs don't get along with each other. Over here, everything's fine. The gift that America has given the world is a sort of I can't put it into words. There's a magic here that exists nowhere else in the world.
Agreed.
I'm embarrassingly patriotic about this country. I would, see, it's starting to happen. Before we came to America, my mother and I stood in front of the American consulate. My mother was very beautiful, so he put her at the beginning of the line. I saw him, you know, and so we went to the front of the line, and I was a little boy. I didn't know what was going on. And he's trying to tell her that she's been accepted to come to America. But my mother couldn't speak English, so he says, do you speak, you know, she couldn't speak English. And they're trying to connect. So they settled on, kannst du sprechen Deutsch? Ja, ich kann sprechen Deutsch. Ich habe gelernt auf der Schule. I speak some German. You had to, especially in the camps. So in broken German, he says to her, welcome, you have been accepted to the United States of America. I didn't know what America was. I'd never heard of it or anything. And he says, okay, before you come in, you have to raise your hand and swear allegiance to America. And my mother didn't know what to do, so she went like this. And sorry.
Jeez.
That's emotional.
She's Zig Heiled.
Yeah.
So I saw that night. I didn't know what was going on, and my mother was rigid like that. She just wanted to come to America. I saw him coming. He got off his riser, and he came up to her, and he put her hand down, and he said, "You're never going to have to do that ever again." And I didn't understand what that was. But the magic and the blessing that is America is that, yes, even if you're the sons and daughters of Nazis, you can come here and nobody will try to kill you.
And then he moves on and he starts talking. But it's such a great interview. Dan Rather got it's the best thing I've ever seen Gene Simmons do interview-wise.
I've never seen him emotional before.
I know.
I've seen him emotional on his show, on his reality show with his daughter.
But I mean, Dan Rather.
That was amazing.
I guess you have to be a certain way around Dan Rather, but I mean, that was it's such a great interview.
Because it's radio, we should explain that Dan Rather's in full Kiss makeup.
Yeah. No, he's not. He's dressed like a regular man.
Very good. I got to watch the rest of this. We tweet out all this visual shit.
That was great, though.
For the people out there. So just follow us on Twitter.
But it's like people only see one side of, like, I had never seen that side of Gene Simmons.
No.
And I certainly never got that type of an interview when I've talked to him on the Boneyard or here.
Yeah. I've seen him get emotional with his daughter on the show. And it's like when he talked about his son and his daughter. And
when he visited his father's grave on the show. There's a clip of that here in this show. And, you know, like he didn't speak to his father because his father left, but he did pay for everything. He set his father up for life, and he paid for his bills.
Yeah.
But he really loves his mom.
He loves his mom.
Yeah. Very cool. All right. I didn't forget. Back to the Marlon Brando dick in his mouth picture. This has been freaking out Sherrod ever since I turned him on to this. You never heard of this one?
I never heard of it. Never saw it. It looks like a black cock.
And we did research on the on the photo itself, right, Eric?
Yes, we did.
And what did we learn?
That's something
Was I right that they were like roommates or something?
Yeah, but that was at a party they did that picture.
Yes. There's something called Brando Unzipped.
As a goof?
Yeah.
Yep.
As a goof.
Yeah, it was in front of people.
Oh, was it?
It was a party. They'd go to all these gay things would happen at these parties.
Yeah.
And they posed for it. It's not, I think his wife tried to use it against him in a divorce too, Brando's wife, and Brando said it wasn't forced.
Is that what they used to have to say back in the day? As a goof, we'll do this? Manny Pacquiao wouldn't be happy about this photo.
I mean, hey, anybody will feel goofy now? Want to put a dick in their mouth?
Yeah, let's see how goofy you feel.
Like it's not gay if you hold it in your mouth and you go.
Now that's understandable.
Yeah, or if you go like
if you do like the Louis Armstrong lip.
Eric, read some of this for
Off your
us.
mouth.
All right, so
what do we got?
It says the photograph was real, no forgery. Wally's face does not appear in the photograph, only Marlon's. Marlon himself later admitted to posing for the candid shot. Only Wally's penis is shown and is fully erect. Later, Marlon admitted to friends that he did indeed pose for the photograph, but dismissed it, saying it was only done as a joke at a party, is not to be taken seriously.
Yeah, but that's what he has to say. Because the photo gets out there, now he's got to explain it. So this is a good way to explain it, no?
Maybe he did, maybe he was sucking some dick and someone
sucking a dick.
Yeah. I don't see no party going on in the background of that photo.
Plus, I never seen a dick in a dude's mouth and go, that's hilarious.
It's not goofy if you're tasting...
It's either you into it, you ain't into it.
It's not goofy if you're tasting pre-cum.
But
yeah.
but if you're Marlon Brando,
enjoy it.
And you're I mean, was he famous when this was taken? Was he?
He had to be.
He was on his way,
right?
He was on his way, yeah.
So if he had that picture taken and it's not a goof, you have to take that film out somewhere to be developed, and it's going to get out.
So somebody might have done that when they were home. So I was to a show last night. Somebody may have done that at home, and then all of a sudden they have a copy of him belonging to somebody.
Right.
What show did you see?
I was at a concert last night. I was watching Rick Springfield was performing. I was like, Jesse's girl. Ricky's my guy. That's Cosmo. He does that.
That's also your Michael J. Fox Family Ties imitation.
No, it's not.
It's the same voice.
No, it's not.
So
I don't do Michael J. Fox. I do Tina Yothers.
Somebody who worked with Brando back in the day said that this was taken at a party in Harlem. And
Harlem.
Oh, so it could have been a black dick.
That's a black dick.
Yeah, why are they saying it's Wally's cock?
Yeah, that's a black dick, man.
Well, Brando was a big Mighty Mouse fan. Wasn't that him or no?
Mighty Mouse?
No, it's the wrong guy.
I thought it was him.
No, he was... Jimmy might be right. You know Wally Cox for...
that's a black dick. Put it out to the fans. Let the fans
What was his biggest...
Underdog? No.
What was his biggest... it might have been... Shit, I used to know this.
His biggest... He did a movie he called I Fucked an Icon in the Mouth.
Oh, he was Underdog.
Underdog,
sorry.
there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, he was the voice of Underdog, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I don't think they did as a goof, but he had to explain this shit.
There was weird little things that Underdog which indicated this too.
Yeah.
Like he'd, I'll rescue you. You're on the waterfront. That queer won't get you.
How do you goofily get your dick that hard for somebody's mouth, too?
Yeah.
Where's the joke part of that? Like, get them erect.
They're stretching the definition of goof in this scenario.
Trust me, sometimes you have to.
I think he got down with. I think Marlon Brando got down with a little penis action in his day. So what?
Sammy Davis did too. They got bored of pussy. Miles Davis.
I believe it.
What?
Miles Davis.
You see that movie's coming out? That movie's coming out on Miles Davis. It looks great. Don Cheadle directed and playing Miles Davis.
Oh, I like Don Cheadle.
He's the best.
I love Don Cheadle.
The trailer looks unbelievable. The trailer. This motherfucker was a gangster. This motherfucker's pulling out guns everywhere. Miles Davis. Can we pull up that trailer?
Really?
The movie trailer?
Yep.
Yeah, he looked like a
Trust me, it will not disappoint.
He looked like a gangster. Right?
Yeah.
He always had that look.
It will not disappoint.
I do a good Miles Davis impression.
Let's hear it, Jimmy.
Where's my horn? I want to play my horn.
When is this fucking movie coming? When is this movie fucking coming out?
It's coming out soon.
All right.
Sound like it's already out by that impersonation Jimmy did.
Yeah, I want to play my horn. Shooby dooby doo.
Shooby doo. Here we go.
Tell a story. Come with some attitude, man.
Miles Davis. My name's Dave Braden, Rolling Stone magazine. I'm here to do your comeback story.
Okay, move back a little bit.
Move back a little bit.
Oh, fucking punches him in the face.
Send people to my house.
You have new material.
My material. My session tape.
You're under contract here. We actually own that tape.
Miles. You own? How much money you got on you? Okay, you about 19,000 light, but that's a start. I moved to New York, met some cats, made some music.
Studied piano too, huh?
Nah, just woke up black, knew how to play.
You're black?
Get it?
Music don't move on in this dead music. It's all about improvisation. Francis. I'm gonna send a plane to pick you up. I need you. I love you. Somebody stole my tape.
What?
You call him right now. Tell him you coming over.
Can't take y'all over there, man. He'll kill me.
You don't do what I say. I'm gonna kill you. It takes a long time to be able to play like yourself.
I gave up everything for you, Miles. I deserve better than this.
This looks boring.
Hey, hold it, buddy. Hold it.
It's great, Joe. What are you talking about?
Hey, I like to play.
It's a fuck.
Give me my horn.
See you, Miles.
Where's my horn? Give my music back. Get back my horn. Go. He's got my horn.
This is madness. I am not dying over this jazz tape.
Damn it, jazz, man. That's a made-up word. It's social music. Where's my horn?
I swear to God, I thought you were saying that through that whole fucking trailer. I thought that was Jimmy going,
Where's cheddar biscuits? Cheddar biscuits always sound like he just came and saw the show. Cheddar, where are you? I'm right here, man. I was at the show. I saw you last night. You were so fucking good. Thank you, cheddar biscuits. You down with a black man. You understand. I like to play my horn. Richie Pryor. Richie, that's my woman.
You're out of control.
No, Sherrod tried to ask Rick Springfield about smashing the girl from Straw Dogs. Made him uncomfortable. He been married 35 years.
So what? That dick been alive for 65 years.
You know, speaking of dick, you ever see the picture of Marlon Brando sucking my dick?
So that was your dick then?
Yeah, it was. Marlon said, I played a horn. I said, play this. Suck my dick. I came in his mouth. Cicely Tyson came over. She was 60 back then. As an old bitch. I'm Miles Davis.
Where's my horn?
Where's my horn?
I swear I thought that was you through that.
It was.
It's uncanny.
Yeah, there's my piano player, Cheddar Biscuits. I play piano. I'm just a big fan. I saw you last night. You're so fucking good. I'm usually typically a fan of you people, but I like that song a lot. I like when Cheddar Biscuits says you people. Because he's honest. A white man.
Thank you, Miles.
Thank you, Miles.
I'm looking forward to the movie, Miles.
I know you are. I was in Boogie Nights.
Yes.
It's true.
It is true.
I had a big dick in Boogie Nights.
Oh,
Jim Norton's going to be in Maine this Thursday.
Oh, is he, Miles?
Doing this entire show sounded like me.
Does he scat?
No, but he enjoys it in pornography. He is also... Cheddar Biscuits is opening for Friday at the Wilbur Theater. Saturday he's going to be at Foxwoods, and Sunday he's in Connecticut doing university. New Haven.
That sounds like a real groovy time there, Miles.
It's a good word.
How do you know Jimmy?
I don't know. Miles don't always improv funny shit. Miles is too busy thinking about Cheddar Biscuits.
And shooting at people.
Jimmy can kiss my fucking ass. Jimmy don't know nothing. My Jimmy Robinson was right to hate that little motherfucker. He ain't shit. Kneeling, holding his duties in and shit. Little antisocial weirdo. Kneeling, holding his shits in. With hands on his bed praying like he was in prayer. But meanwhile, duty was trying to get out and he was sucking it back in. Just take a dick in your ass already, you little faggot.
Miles, you keep it 100.
Yeah, I do keep it 100. That boy is a sissy. Even Cheddar Biscuits don't like his little fruity ass. It's not experimenting when you're almost 50, motherfucker.
Oh my god!
Very fucking good.
Yeah, how many times you're gonna prove relativity?
It's no longer goofing.
Yeah,
it's no longer goofing.
No longer an LOL. When you're almost 50. Chip Chipperson's my nigga. Love Chip Chipperson. That shit makes me laugh.
Well, you like Miles? You like Chip Chipperson?
I love Chip Chipperson. He called me one time. He's like, Miles, where's your friend Yards? And the motherfucker went. I laughed so hard I dropped my heroin and my horn. Chip took my horn and farted into it. Motherfucker said, I'm gonna play a song. I mean, cut the cheese into my horn. And he said, hey, how come your wife is so old? I said, bitch is 150, Chipper. And we laughed. And Cheddar Biscuits came over and Chip didn't like that shit.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't like Edgar. His little small mouth. Too small to fit in a horn. Edgar always looks like he's playing a tiny horn. That's right. Segue into the Indiegogo plug. All right, I'm done.
Oh, shit, that was great.
JimNorton.com for the tour dates. Yes.
Yeah.
Portland on Thursday or Friday? What
Jim's in Portland Thursday.
It's Thursday, Portland.
Yeah.
It's Friday in Boston.
Scooping up Cheddar Biscuits for Friday.
Foxwoods on Saturday.
Yes,
and New Haven, Connecticut at the Southern Connecticut State University on Sunday.
Right.
Jesus.
Laughed so hard I dropped my heroin. Chipper made me laugh. Miles Davis. He said, Miles, how many do you know? What of you? Do you live from here? I said, what, Chipper? He went, I said, oh, you just chipping me.
You just chipping
Oh, the motherfucker's hilarious.
Yeah. All right.
That's some good Miles Davis, man.
What's the,
this sounds a lot like Jay Moore's Eddie Vedder bit with Chipper, doesn't it?
No.
I don't do Eddie Vedder.
No, you got it. Hey, what's the link for the cartoon, brother? The animation.
You just got to go to JimNorton.com because I don't know what the Indiegogo link is, but a new little clip's going up today.
Okay.
Laughter will ensue.
Oh.
And we'll play the Club Soda Candy clip tomorrow because we've run out of time today.
We're 20% home.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm just going to do Miles Davis my whole show.
I love it.
You're going to be doing the rest of the day, I think. By yourself in your apartment.
It's golden.
One time I was playing the horn, and Chipper came over and put his butthole right up against the other end of the horn and farted, and the two airs met in the middle and blew my horn apart. Me and Chipper laughed.
The two air.
And blew my fingers off my horn. Keep running the joke into the ground. Moderately successful, nobody.
Christ. All right. Sherrod will be back tonight on this channel with his pal, Kurt Metzger, our pal, Kurt Metzger.
Yes.
And you got the Race Wars tonight with Mike Bichetti and Stacy, Pressman, whatever.
Oh, cool. Make sure Mike Bichetti says hi to everyone on Twitter. You needy motherfucker. Stop that shit. Stop saying hi to everybody with your fat fingers.
A lot of highs and a lot of thank yous.
A lot of highs and a lot of thank yous.
He's a sweet man.
He's not a sweet man.
He's a hugger.
He's shaped like a sweet potato, and I hope it drops dead.
What's wrong with that boy?
What is wrong with that boy?
He ain't right. He can't get right.
Get to the bottom of that tonight with Curdy.
Yeah.
Kurt, all right, Sherrod, what a fucking pleasure, man. Love doing radio with you, sir.
Is it time? Holy shit, it is time.
I mentioned the Manny Pacquiao thing in there just because he had apologized for saying gay people are worse than animals. So.
Oh, did he say that?
Yeah.
Oh, Manny.
Manny.
Oh, Filipino Manny.
Doesn't he come from a place where there's a lot of
Homosexuals? Yes.
Well, I mean, the whole world has homosexuals.
No, Filipinos got they gets it in.
Well, don't they got some of those
girl boys?
Well,
boy girls?
I was asking the question so we wouldn't get in trouble because I don't know for sure, but
it's a large homosexual community in the Philippines, and I'm sure they feel alienated if Manny Pacquiao's coming out saying this dumb shit.
Yeah, that's not good.
It's not good. He's too big to say dumb shit like that.
That's not good. You're fucking up a lot of people's lives in your own fucking country.
Yeah, and plus there's nothing gayer than the music he's put out. You heard his fucking albums?
No. God, no.
The gayest thing on the planet.
Really?
And not gay in a good way, like sucking a penis.
No. All right. We're going to go home, though. We'll talk more about Pacquiao tomorrow, maybe. I could almost do that same voice.
It's addictive.
I'm getting there. Thank you, Sherrod.
Thank you, sir.
Anything else we need to promote? We good? Stangles?
I think that's it.
We all good?
All good.
All right. Then we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for listening.